Greetings, adventurers. I'm Joshua Tabletop from JnJ Tabletop, and welcome.
This is our smoothest intro yet.
Yes. Oh man. So
it's okay. Lee has just never heard Joshua's full name before, so
yeah, that's my Christian name, Lee.
All right, we killed Lee already. We're two-manning this, Michael.
You caught me so off guard there.
So everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. If you read the title of the video, you already know why we're here, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This is the pre-order special, which I just want to take a moment to say pre-order bonuses are part of one of the worst things that happened with gaming outside of loot boxes. So Wizards of the Coast, please don't do this again. I'm excited to play this. It's going to be a good time, but come on, pre-order bonuses are nonsense. That being said, we are doing Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye. I am here with my wonderful friends. Everyone introduce yourself, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what's happening tonight. Start off with the dude on the bottom.
Am I in the bottom?
Yeah, you're on the bottom.
That's pretty forward of you.
You're a bottom.
That is pretty forward of you.
If you have to ask.
I'm Leonardo Tabletop. And I'm playing Berber Billman, the Kender Barbarian. I don't know who's next. Am I supposed to keep talking?
Just pick somebody else.
Pick someone.
The person on top.
That has
person on top?
I am Yoda Tabletop, and I play Chad Stradamus Shakira Shamira, and I am a Githzerai Paladin.
Yep. I was really hoping you'd go with Michelangelo Tabletop after Leonardo went there. Oh, okay. At least I was on the same page. And I'm Jacob Tabletop, and it doesn't really correspond with the Ninja Turtle, but I'm going to be playing Ramon Encarnacion, the swashbuckling rogue. Yes, I am playing a rogue, and if you know anything about this channel, that's kind of significant.
Yeah, that's true. You got a lot of hate for a short that you did a while back about rogues.
Yep.
And a lot of not hate too. But let me tell you a little bit more about what's going on tonight. Obviously, we're playing the Vecna one-shot Nest of the Eldritch Eye. If you know us and you know what we're famous for, if you will, we like to do, I don't know if how-to is the right word, maybe like a guide to pre-written adventures. So we've done Stormwreck Isle and we've done Dragons of Icespire Peak. We will do one for the Vecna one-shot. What else does this mean? Why are we doing Vecna Nest of the Eldritch Eye? Well, the same group here, get used to us, because we are also going to be running the other Vecna adventure.
Which one?
Yeah.
Eve of Ruin, of course.
Wow!
Yeah. Oh, Eve.
It genuinely
Ruined
took
it.
me a moment to remember that.
I wasn't even trying to mess you up. You just did it.
But yes, we will be running Vecna Eve of Ruin. That's the full adventure, and you can bet that we will do a guide for that adventure too. So stay tuned, enjoy the show, and before we get into it, I think I want to tell you another thing that JnJ is famous for, but I would rather have Jacob Tabletop do that. So Jacob Tabletop, tell us a little bit about JnJ and something that people should check out.
Yeah, so basically, our main theme is just trying to help people get the most out of their games of Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop role-playing games. And Josh, you mentioned our how-to or guides on how to run Dragons of Stormwreck Isle and Dragon of Icespire Peak, but we've got Dungeon Master Essentials, we've got Dungeon Master Tips, as well as a combat and action economy series, which is great for players and dungeon masters. This game, it's a game of actions, it's a game of bonus actions and movement. And if you want to just kind of up your tactical thinking and kind of get the most out of your combat, I would suggest that you check that out. And then also check the description for links about people like Lee and Michael and Josh. You can check mine out too. I made this overlay actually, ttrpgoverlay.com.
There's a lot of free overlays as well as some that.
Yeah, you can see what the packs are. Little preview before you buy.
Yeah. And, it's packs everywhere. It doesn't have to be north, south, east, west, unplugged. It's right there.
That's it. That's it. We made Lee quit.
Oh man,
And speaking of Lee, me and Leonardo are the step tabletops. Lee actually has his own channel. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about that, Lee?
I do YouTube stuff. That's why I'm here. I met the tabletops and became part of the extended tabletop family.
Aww. Yeah.
it's the extended tabletop universe.
It's eventually gonna be a multiverse. You see, get out of the way, Marvel.
Multiple Jakes and Joshes everywhere.
Oh, that you just unlocked a memory. Something stupid that Jake and I were involved with in the early days of the channel that I'm not going to get into at all.
I can't wait to hear it after the recording is done.
You've already heard about it, but not the multiverse side of things.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I don't think there's anything else we need to get into. We are about to play Nest of the Eldritch Eye. Check the description for all of our links and a place to find ThisCrits, Mr. Lee. With all of that being said, Jake, give me something more adventurous. The city of Neverwinter stands proudly on the Sword Coast, west and north of the Desserin Valley. 50 years ago, the city was nearly destroyed by the eruption of Mount Hotnow. Today, the city stands mostly rebuilt. It bustles with skilled tradespeople, intrepid adventurers, and hardy townsfolk. Leadership in Neverwinter falls to Daggolt's Neverember, Lord Protector of the city, and your employer. The city lacks a formal militia, so Lord Neverember often hires mercenaries and adventurers, such as yourselves, to keep the city secure. Let's start with Ramon.
Oh, that's me.
Tell me a little bit about what your character looks like, and if you have something ready, let us know the reason you're working for the guard. You know, if there is a reason. Just the money works too. But go for it, Jacob.
Yeah, so Ramon is he's a human male, pretty average height and build. He's got dark brown eyes, black hair, and he dresses in common clothing or his leather armor. So if he's on duty, he's gonna be in his armor. But he also wears a simple dark, we'll say dark blue cloak. But he also has a cap, I think Zorro a little bit, and got to keep the sun out of his eyes. And he also has a rapier that hangs from his belt. And he's typically a bounty hunter by trade. However, when things are slow, he's certainly not averse to picking up a shift, working some guard duty, and anything that he can to make a little extra cash. And that's what Ramon's all about right now.
Lovely. And as the camera follows Ramon as he's walking through, it pans out a little bit more, and you see Lee's character, Berber. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Sorry. Yeah. The Berber is a kender, I'd say a stout little kender with kind of messy, like, darker brown with a tint of red, a small bit of, like, 5 o'clock shadow, and kind of messier, dirtier kind of clothing. If you would look at Ramon, I imagine he would look, not prim's the wrong word, but more like
he takes
together.
Care of himself.
More, yeah, take care of himself. Berber's the exact opposite.
If you don't look good, you don't fight good. At least that's the way Ramon approaches it.
Yeah. Just think Samwise Gamgee with crazy bedhead.
Oh,
That's it.
that's what Samwise had. Okay.
I love that. And the camera follows you walking down an alley, very perceptive of what's going on. And suddenly, Michael's character comes down a corridor and looks to you. Michael, what do they see as Chad Stradamus passes by?
They see a 6'5". He's pale yellow. He has some spots on him, as you know, is common with the Gith. but he's skinny. But at the same time, even though he's skinny, every part of them that you can see, you can see the definition of the muscles. He's bald, you know, like no facial hair other than his eyebrows, and it's just piercing yellow eyes that just like, it just almost looks like he is looking through your soul, like he is just waiting for you to make a move.
Love that.
I can't see his eyes. I'm all the way down here, but
So
you see the strong chin is what you see.
Crimson Chin. Man, now I'm imagining the really intense dude that's supposed to be making fun of Bruce Lee in Naruto. If anyone's ever seen that.
my guy.
Your guy? No, with Chad. Anyway, I'll send a picture later. But so let's say the three of you have worked with each other before. You know, you're no stranger to picking up a shift here and there, working for the guard. So as you greet each other, continue your shifts, an anguished scream erupts from a nearby alley. The sound comes from a slender human woman clad in the light leather armor of a scout or investigator. As you get a little bit closer, you see that clutched in her arms is the dead body of a human man clad in a tattered gray robe. The man and woman bear a striking resemblance to each other. With a dull thump, a desiccated eyeball rolls out of the dead man's palm. What do you do?
Does it look like the dead man has both of his eyeballs?
Yeah, as you get closer and you kind of look, he does seem to have both of his eyeballs already.
That's a question and to get things started.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna run up if no one else will.
Yeah. No, let's get over there. How far away are we, Josh?
This happened like pretty close to you. I mean, close enough that Chad could see. Is it all right if I call you Chad?
Yes.
Chad could see how many eyeballs.
He prefers
this
Shakira
dead man
Shamir.
had. Yeah. Nice.
Oh man.
So let's say like 15 feet away. You're close.
All right. She's clutching him and he's not moving.
Yeah. And she's weeping.
Chad goes, "What happened?" But you see, as he's asking that question, he doesn't look at her. He's looking past, like, to see what could possibly be coming at. So it's like he's talking over her almost.
Yeah, and go ahead, Lee.
No, I was just gonna. Well, I would let him do the talking. I would just run up to, and instead of his hyper focus on the scenario and the situation, I would focus more on her and make sure that she's immediately okay. So I'd be like, I bend down. I'm kind of short, but I would bend down and make sure that she's like okay. Be like, you know, check her and whatnot, and just try to calm her down overall, rather than focusing on the scenario like Shakira Shamir and Chad Stradamus is doing.
And if they're attending to the two of them, I would keep an eye out.
Sure. So, why don't Ramon and Chad, both of you, roll perception checks for me?
Perception.
Well, perception.
We got a 9.
Right.
That is a 18.
Okay. Chad Stradamus, you feel very confident that there's no one around at the current moment, and if someone came by, you feel as though you have the situational awareness that they're not going to sneak past you. You are going to see them. You have control of the situation. Ramon, maybe you're focused on a few different things, but you can tell with your perception that Chad seems locked in, and he is not distracted by the cats roaming down the alleyway at all.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, if Chad's looking at that, then I think I might try to determine maybe what's wrong with the man, if he's alive or dead, or what did it to him.
Yeah. So I think it was, I don't know, was it Chad or Berber? I think it was Chad who said, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So before Ramon can get up and see what, get up and kind of get close and intervene, this human woman who is wearing this leather armor of some sort of investigator, like, looks up at you. There's tears in her eyes, and she just says, he died. I don't know what happened. We were supposed to meet here, and he's dead. Are you with the guard? You look. Are you with the? What are you all doing here?
We
Anyone
are
can
the
answer.
guard.
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened?
Can I insight that? That was a very strange way of strange words got to that. Who are you and why are you here? It's very obvious what and where we are, right? Like,
Well, I didn't imagine that you guys were all wearing like a uniform of some sort, but if you are, then we could retcon that.
no. No, that's fine.
I mean, the other
Yeah,
thing
just
is
got your insight check.
she is holding a dead person, so I can understand
Oh,
that
yeah.
she's not like
Yeah.
viewing us properly.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Chad says, we are the guard. She says, "This is my brother. This is Delvin. We were working for Lord Neverember, same as you, but we were given a task to investigate some cult activity that's going on in the city, and my brother Delvin was he was deeply involved. He was trying to find more information. We were supposed to meet here and figure out what we found. So far, I hadn't found much of anything, but he was going on a lead that seemed promising. And when I came here, he just dropped dead.
I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
What is this in his hand, and what is your name, man?
What in his hand? And she looks and she sees the eyeball that had rolled out from him, as she held on to it. She kind of backs up a second. I don't know. He was holding on to it. I mean, my name is Kavori Fahrenheit. I'm an investigator here. I take jobs here and there, and lately I've been working for Lord Neverember, same as you apparently.
Can I look at the body, the man she's holding?
Yeah, go for it.
Also, when she mentioned that it was her brother, you actually can visibly see Chad, like, some of his tenseness and like looking out dissipates a little bit, and he actually looks down at her. And I also want to use Divine Sense, which I can detect good and evil and sense anything that's been affected by a hollow spell, or if there's location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover, to see if I sense anything, either coming from his body or around.
Yeah. As you use your divine sense and take a whiff around the surrounding area, you don't sense any like fiends or anything nearby, but there's a little bit of, let's call it like an odor around the body of Delvin, as if whatever killed him was pure evil. You're not getting the sense that, like, there's some sort of monster nearby or within him or anything like that, but it was just very bad circumstances that led to his death.
I'm talking to her, like, you said she died when you saw him and he just collapsed?
He was leaning on the wall, and I came by, and he just he just slowly slid down, and he said my name and died. And you can you're close at this point, I would say. Like you can see that there's a trail of blood, as if he was wounded and started walking this way, and then there's just a big pool of blood right underneath.
Can I start following the trail?
Yeah, you could certainly follow the trail. Why don't you roll? I mean, you start. Let me ask the question first. Are you gonna leave the rest of the group to follow the trail?
Yes, but I would say that I would probably stop before going out of sight and either communicate or something before like disappearing somewhere.
Sure. Roll a survival check for details. Obviously, it's a trail of blood. You're going to be able to follow it, but let's see how much tracking you can do.
So, I don't know how this works. It's not a natural one, but it is a 1.
Okay.
I don't know if that's still a critical failure or not, or if it matters.
Yeah.
It's a dirty one.
It's a dirty one.
Oh, that's even worse.
I don't think I've ever seen a dirty one in our games where that we have
That's
played
Vecna's
yet.
name, isn't it? The dirty one.
The dirty one?
Oh no.
It is I, Vecna, the dirty one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so I mean, roll or not, it's a trail of blood. You can follow the trail of blood down the alley. You notice that it kind of stops at the end of this alleyway. You don't notice any particular details of where there might be more blood or less blood or anything. It's just kind of, it's all blood to you, It's still rock and roll to Chad.
All I see is red.
Yeah.
Cash money.
I think at that point, Ramon would say, "What cult were you investigating?"
I'm not sure. We knew that there was some cult activity going on in the area. People going missing here and there, and just a nastiness and a weirdness. Lord never ever wanted us to look into it, and find more information, but really, I shouldn't have let him go. Delvin found a contact, and he was trying to get in.
Ramon would take one of her hands and put it in his, and he'd just say, "Kavori, we will get to the bottom of this. What was the contact's name that your brother met with?"
I don't know. Oh, we were going off on our separate ways. I hadn't found a lot of information, and he said he found something that he thought would be promising, and we were supposed to meet here. This is how I found it.
Is there anything on Delvin's body that would be of interest?
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be like wounds or any items or that.
yeah. I mean, first off, like you saw the eyeball, which is just like on the ground next to him.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah, it is gross.
Oh,
That is fair.
Yeah.
very jelly.
That's John Mulaney. That's what did detectives do before DNA evidence? Gross. All right. Anyway, but yeah. So this eyeball, it glows with a green light, and it is literally just some nasty looking thing.
Oof.
I mean, just looking at it, it's clearly has some sort of magical nature to it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be glowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to the human eye, it's just a weird eyeball. But one other thing, you said that you were, you wanted to search him. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
I wanted to just look over his body for wounds, any points of interest or anything like that that stands out.
Yeah. Why don't you roll I mean, I think investigation is probably
Great.
proper
I'm really
thing.
good at everything that I do.
But I'd say
What?
you're Oh. What do you got?
That-
What do you got for me, Lee?
That's a dirty 0 with a natural 1.
Oh, wow. I've seen a dirty 1 before. I've never seen a dirty 0.
Welcome to the world
Yeah.
of dirty zeros.
He is yeah, all right. So how about this? With a 0.
He's dead, Jim.
That's my
what-
first roll.
What has happened? Hey, you're getting them out of the way. It's all right. How we will describe that is she's still holding on to her brother and she's not quite ready to let him go. So you see the blood around him, but it's hard to really investigate and learn anything about what has happened. She's just holding on to him
Okay.
and crying. And I think she still has Ramon's
Excuse
hand.
me. Excuse me. Just a minute. Get in here.
Seeing this happen, Ramon would say,
Oh, they didn't say it.
Kavori, it would be helpful if we could search your brother. I know this is a difficult time, but please, we have your best interests at heart.
Yeah,
And then
she's
I don't have a minus to my investigation, so I would either help or do my own after.
We just want to take a look.
Oh no.
oh, lovely. Wow. All right, inspiration for Berber.
There
Yes.
you go. Yes.
That's the kind of night we're having. Yeah. Ramon, she kind of like, she nods her head. She removes her hand from you and wipes her eye. And, okay, all right, yeah. And she just kind of like very gently rests his head down, and she does the movie closes his eyes thing.
Yeah.
Puts her hand on his chest for a few seconds and stands up. Lets you, or maybe not stands up, but she moves away and lets you inspect him. So why don't you roll investigation?
All right. Well, it
Oh,
is
no.
positive.
Oh,
It's not that bad. It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay. You notice that there's some sort of puncture wound in his chest, and as you keep like looking through, it takes you maybe a little longer than you would have thought, but you notice he has a little note in his pocket, and as you unfold this note, it reads, "Hail the Undying."
Do I know what that is? Or who that is?
You can roll a history check.
Okay. That's a 19.
Yeah, with a 19, it's never 100% sure. You know, there's so many gods in favor. An obnoxious amount of gods, you might say. But Hail the Undying, you've heard that before in reference to Vecna, the Whispered One. Vecna being a creature who at one point in time became a lich and ascended from being a lich to being some sort of god.
For anyone watching, Ramon sees his eyes go wide and his gets a little more pale. He makes eye contact with Berber, and Chad still.
Chad has
right.
actually come back. I would say he's come back at this point,
Okay.
because like once he kind of felt
Yeah.
like he was at a dead end with that, he came back.
If he walks back, he definitely meets his eyes, and he can tell a seriousness there. And he looks at Kavori. You have no idea who he was investigating. And he's studying her response right now.
So many different cults. It could have been anyone. I don't know specifically who it was.
He
One of
hands
the
the
bad
note-
ones.
What
He
was
hands the
one of
note to
those?
Berber at this point, but
What
do I
was
get the sense she's being genuine?
Roll an insight check.
I have expertise in this bad boy.
Nice.
Which brings it to a total of 14.
That's
Yeah, 14's not bad. She, to the best you can tell, she's very upset about the loss of her brother, but she is being truthful. You know, she hadn't found out a whole lot. She knew that her brother was trying to get in, and he learned a little bit more. And that was the purpose of their meeting.
The last time you spoke, was there... Did he give any specific name of who he might have been meeting, or any details at all that could, even the most slight or you think might be insignificant?
Oh, we were supposed to meet here to discuss that. He told me he made a breakthrough and that we'd discuss it today. Didn't think that'd be the last time I spoke to him.
And what
Is Ramon able to connect anything between Vecna and the eyeball?
Yeah, with your 19 on history, I mean, like, just in general, you know that the legend of Vecna is that he had some sort of falling out with one of the higher ups in his employ, in his organization.
Yeah.
And that this great battle ended in 2 mythical artifacts, being the hand of Vecna and the eye of Vecna. You're not sure that this
Berber's holding
eye.
it.
Well, you're not sure that this.
Oh yeah,
this
I'm just
eye,
like,
Just cupping it.
yeah.
you don't know that that's the eye of Vecna.
Yeah.
But Hail the Undying plus an eye is certainly. It points you towards a direction.
It's not that big a leap.
Yeah. It's not nothing.
Kavori, he's carrying a note that says, Hail the Undying, and was carrying an eyeball.
As you say, Hail the Undying, the eyeball glows more brightly than it did before, and it begins to spin
Oh, Shiza.
in Berber's hands
Is it supposed to do this?
until it stops and points in a direction.
That'll give you a headache. What? Where's it pointing?
It's pointing down the alleyway.
I think it wants us to follow it.
Brilliant as always, my small friend.
If you move it a few steps that way, does it shift?
Yeah, it stays pointing in the same direction
Ooh, like
as
a
you,
compass.
like almost like
It's a
yeah,
compass.
exactly.
Yeah.
Almost like a compass, yeah. Kavori looks at you, each of you. She makes eye contact. It says, I will return to the Hall of Justice, inform Lord Neverember of what's going on here. Avenge my brother's death.
You have no doubt that this will be accomplished. For my name is Ramon Encarnacion, and I am the greatest swordsman who ever lived. He takes out his rapier. Come, friends. Let us find this whispered one.
As we're walking, I'll turn to her. Keep an eye out on your way back. And turn back around, just keep walking.
Kind of like cocks her head like a German shepherd, like, what? And as you start to walk off, she'll say, wait, we were hired to investigate suspicious activity and find out what's going on with the cults. I want my brother to be avenged more than anything, but I feel I need to tell you that Lord Neverember values information, and he will pay more for you could bring him one of them alive or anything for him to question. He would value that.
Oh,
But if you'd like to kill them, I'm fine with that too.
Oh, Kavori, when I smite like that, there shall be nothing left of them.
Such an
My-
idiot.
Chad has inspiration.
Yes! Yes! Okavori, when you smite like that.
Oh man. You make Vecna so mad.
So be wise and keep on. Follow the direction of my eyeball.
Ah.
Yep, here we are, folks. We're on brand.
It's so funny because no one has any context for that. There's a reason why that's funny.
Yeah.
And
Shakira Shamira.
yeah, but there's a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah, get there on their own.
So yeah, I mean, are you following the eyeball? What's going on? Do you want to
me?
Yes.
talk amongst yourselves? Is there anything you want to mention before we just go forward and find out where this takes you?
As we're walking, I'll just turn because I'm holding it like this, right? And I'm just squishing it like a plaything, almost like a little Jello. Like, you ever have those like squishy things as a kid you would play with or whatnot? Literally like that. And as we're walking, like, I'm not one for magic, but this is pretty fun. And we just keep walking.
As you squish, it explodes, and that's the end of the adventure.
Oh no!
Neverwinter is gone.
Neverwinter, more like nuclear winter.
Oh, yikes.
All right, so as you continue to follow this, it's taking you down alley after pathway, and eventually the withered eyeball aims its empty gaze down an alley strewn with rubble. Rats scurry between chunks of old stone and dusty crates. At the back of the alley is a set of moldering wood boards propped up.
And that's where the eye is like pointing through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and just try to like pull the boards out of the way. Are they like loose?
Yeah, you are absolutely able to pull those boards out of the way. They are loose. And as you move the boards out of the way, you see a dark tunnel leading below the surface.
I don't have dark vision.
I don't know if I do. I'm looking right now.
I don't either.
All of you would have torches on you, not necessarily lit, but you have matches, you have torches, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Regardless of which kind of, whether it's a priest's pack or an explorer's pack.
I have a hooded lantern.
I mean, I have a glowing green eye.
You do.
It doesn't. It's not glowing enough to cast like a dim light around the area. It's more like you ever. I wonder if this is still a thing. It was probably a thing when all of us were kids. Like you go to the dollar store and you'd get those little plastic glow-in-the-dark things, and you'd have to like put them up to an incandescent light bulb.
Oh man, the worst things that did not ever work well. Yeah.
That's the level of glow that it appears to have in the darkness.
I had stars on my ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Well, okay, I mean, I'll light a torch and go down.
Okay.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah. So why don't we bring up the map?
Great.
It should be. It
Good.
should be shared.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to refresh.
Now. Good. Thank you, Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Bourbon. That's what I'm thinking.
Bourbon.
I don't see anything.
Little slip of the tongue.
I am sharing it. All right. So I should say to all of our viewers, we're using D&D Beyond for the first time for their map feature. It appears to be working, at least on Jake's side.
Zoom all the
I
way
can see
out. It's like well up to the top.
Oh, yeah. If you see like a dark gray, zoom
Oh
out,
yeah.
it's well up.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's freaking miles away. All right.
Yeah, I used so one really nice thing.
Your name just takes up half the screen.
Yes, that's a big I don't love it. But what I will say, the Fog of War is really easy to use.
Yeah.
I do like it. That
Sweet.
at least, not everything. So, that being said, gents, right now Bulber's leading the way. Is that how you want it to be? He
I'm
is
fine
the
with
one with
anything
the
really, but I'm just following along.
I'm following the eye.
Yeah,
have
I
the
guess
eye.
with the eye, we kind of would be following him.
So I will say that the eye kind of led you to this place. It's not necessarily. All
Don't
right.
worry,
It's
gents.
still active.
It's still like it's pointing down.
I'll put it in a bag. I think we're here. And I mean,
Perhaps we need someone with a little more of a subtle touch.
I'll be fine. I don't know what you're worried about.
I think Ramon just looks at Chad like,
We all got two eyes. Why are you so scared? Let's go.
you have three, my friend.
I do. It took him a second to realize that because it took me a second to realize that.
Lee is Berber Billman.
Berber.
You ever have some nice mashed taters?
Well, unless anyone's gonna stop Ramon, he's gonna start sneaking ahead to try and see if he can.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to imitate what he does, because
That's a good idea.
yeah, I mean, I'm a newer guard. I haven't done this as long as these guys have. They seem to have a good head on their shoulders, so I'm just gonna follow their lead.
All right. 12 plus 7 is 19. Go ahead.
Chad does as well, but you kind of see him like he's kind of like chunkling along, and I feel like that's the best way to describe it. Like,
Is he wearing
would-
heavy armor?
like yes,
Yeah,
and
he is.
you
is.
you do see, like, you would think that he's this very lithe like guy,
He's working with the.
but it's just
Yeah. 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 So I'm just gonna move. Well, Josh, you can move Ramon up however you want, but he's just gonna keep going until he sees something of significance.
Yeah. So why don't you? Let's see.
I rolled a 13 for my stealth.
I rolled a 5 with disadvantage.
At least I'm a little bit better than him. He's pretty loud. He's not very quiet.
Billman.
Maybe if you weren't announcing it, you'd be a little quieter yourself.
It's all that armor you got on.
Oops.
Maybe you should take it off. It gets in the way.
Oh, that does look good. That tool.
Mm.
Yeah. It's not perfect, but it's good. The Fog of War, and I think it's worth breaking immersion to say this. The Fog of War is well done. It is very well done. I like using Fantasy Grounds, as you all probably know. Fantasy Grounds Fog of War is a pain in the butt. Sometimes it just doesn't load for the other players. That being said, let me scroll down a little bit.
Take a look at the map really quickly and see.
And I will say that there are some sconces on the wall that you notice, and you may light them if you'd like to.
I
I
mean,
mean, what's the visibility without it? Just
Well, you're holding a torch, so what's the visibility with the torch? Is
20
it?
feet,
I want to say like.
I think it's 15
30?
foot, and then 15 foot bright light, 15 foot dim light.
Yeah,
I think
so
20 is
that's
20.
sure.
it's 20.
that's what you have.
Okay. I'm not
Is
gonna
that
light
what
the sconces.
I would light it unless I was told not to. I'd be like, oh, this is
You're behind Ramon. So.
yeah. I mean, I'd walk up behind you. I'd be like, and if I noticed it, if I didn't notice.
Yeah, no, I think everyone would notice it. So if you wanted to light it, you're absolutely able to light it.
Yeah,
Ramon can't stop you because he can see you.
It's too dark.
Is that water?
That is water.
Okay.
So that will bring us to, and I should mention that, like, as you enter this tunnel that Chad had kind of ripped open the path to, and it's a downward slope. As you continue down, it's bringing you about. It's pretty steep. Like you're going down probably 20 feet. Which is a lot for the distance that you're walking, distance being maybe like 30 or 40 feet. So as you're walking through and you're trying to be as quiet as possible, you hear the soft lapping of water as it echoes through this wide chamber. Wood and stone debris wood and stone debris from collapsed buildings litter the area. Brackish water floods nearly half of the chamber, getting deeper toward a dark tunnel to the west. The west being the left side of the screen.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't do good with water.
We may not have a choice, Mr. Billman.
Is it too deep? Can I gauge how deep it is?
It's your halfling size.
Halfling size, yeah.
So let's just say it's ankle deep water.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I thought it was deeper. Okay, never mind.
Maybe slightly deeper than that, but like it's not. You're not going to drown in it.
God.
You don't need to swim through it.
Berber might drown in 3 foot of water.
It is. That's a hardcore song. I think it's called Hollow Man. Anyway, but You know, it's enough that like as you slosh through it, you notice that it's probably it's kind of tough to wade through. The level of tough, well, I would say difficult terrain. For those who don't know what that means.
On a level of
basically.
difficult to not difficult. Is it difficult? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Can I have well, never mind. I mean, what are you guys thinking? What's going on here?
Can I just get an idea of the surroundings? I know it's dark, but I mean, I guess if I don't see anything in the immediate surroundings, we would just continue onward, right? Like,
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But
yeah.
unless there's something
Yeah.
else that caught our attention.
But if it's just the sconces and someone tells me not to light them, then I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the sconces. You know, and you are getting more and more light as you continue to light up those sconces.
Are we near the water, like that part of the city too? Like, right? Isn't it? It's a coastal town, right?
Jacob.
Yeah. Sorry to be that.
Does
guy.
it smell like sewerage?
I'm just trying to determine if it's reasonable that it could be naturally like this
I'm
could be the
going-
natural water level.
I'm gonna answer that with a quote from
Gotcha.
the mother of the Fratellis in the Goonies and say, "It's wet, ain't it?"
And
Alright.
on that note, Berber's gonna fucking trudge on in.
We're going in. Yeah. Yeah.
All right? Oh, taking too long. Let's go. Just like, up. Just,
So is Berber leading the way now?
unless someone tells me to not. He's oblivious to danger.
Okay. And what is everyone's passive perceptions?
I have a 14.
13.
9.
This is fair.
But at least your hips don't lie, Chad.
That's right.
So I think everyone actually can see this. There is an obvious path through the water to the west. But with your passive perceptions, you notice that towards the right side, if you could scroll a little bit to the right, please, Jacob, to the east, it appears that there's some sort of cramped tunnel hidden behind rubble. And now you wouldn't be able to just crawl through there right away. You definitely would need to spend some time clearing the rubble.
Even Berber, because he's smaller.
Even Berber. But you do notice it.
My friends, we do not know what we are investigating. Could this be an avenue of escape? Or an avenue of covert surveillance? Is
I
it
don't know
worth
what covert
clearing-
means, but it sounds like a big word.
Yes. For some. Maybe for some that are small.
Yep.
I think Ramon just looks at Chad at that point, like, give me something here, pal.
Chad literally just sighs.
Yeah.
If you got a question, just throw it out. Ask it.
I don't know. It does look like we would have to dig it out to try to see where it goes.
I think Ramon would quickly move over to it to see how long of a process. Like, is it like wet dirt that you can kind of just clear away, or is like, would it be a lengthy process?
I would say that Ramon would expect it to take maybe about 15 minutes or so, rough estimate, to go through everything.
I'm pretty good at digging. You want me to do some digging?
Let's do it. Unless you
All
can tell
right.
me why not.
I don't
Yeah,
see a problem with digging a good hole.
So Ramon's gonna, I guess, yeah. Let's try and clear a little.
Does it look like it was semi-recently clogged or
Yeah.
filled in? Or does it look like it's been that way for however long, or could I even tell?
You know, it is very hard to tell. I mean, there's a lot of rubble here. There's a lot of rubble everywhere. You know, the first thing that I believe I mentioned about this tunnel, this section, is that there's wood and stone debris all over from collapsed buildings. So let's have you think investigation. Yeah, let's if you want to like have an idea of like, do you think someone else moved this stuff around or moved through this? Let's have you roll investigation. That feels a little bit.
17.
17. Nice. Feels like it's been here for a little bit, but it is hard to tell. But some of like the mold and decay and disrepair that a lot of this stuff is in, it feels like it's been here for a little bit.
Can I get a general vibe? Just looking around the area, is this something that has been traversed anywhere around this area? The eye led us here, and it seems like there's at least some sort of clear pathway. Can I tell if there's been any sort of people moving about?
Yeah, I think maybe like first step is since you mentioned the eye, if you look at the eye, it's pointing like straight down, or maybe like down and to an angle a little bit, almost to the west, but like it's not pointing like straight west, like go down this pathway. It's more like through this wall and
Down.
diagonal a little bit, like if that makes
Got it,
sense.
okay.
It's not going to be straight to the west. It's also not going to be straight south through that passageway that you think you see.
Well, the eye seems to think it wants us to go down, so get digging that hole. And I'll just, I guess I'll just start digging the hole.
Okay.
Yeah. Ramon will try
Yeah.
and help especially if it'll get dirt on Berber.
Yeah.
Like,
You
oh,
get dirt
sorry.
on. Like, oh, don't you worry about it. It's okay. I'm so used to dirt. I showered last week. I'll shower next week. No big
There
deal.
it is. Yep.
No.
That sounds about right.
And you guys have all walked and splashed in the water a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Is anyone still in the water as you're like, it's not a lot of room at that spot.
I mean, it depends on where is. So the little like hook thing, where there's like the little like hook of water right below southwest of Ramon.
Yeah.
I'll put my thing on it. I have a map. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like right there. Is that water?
That's water, yeah.
I mean, I imagine I would be right there just trudging along. I don't know if anyone else would be with me, but Berber would be happy to be getting on his hands just digging.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we're digging more by where Ramon is, if I
Well,
understand.
that's why I'm asking. Is
That's
where are we
exactly where you're digging is where Ramon is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But all I'm saying is like that's kind of a tight area. So
Yeah.
I just want to get an
If
idea of
Berber
where everyone is.
has just gone right after it, Ramon's not gonna stop.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be digging.
All right.
Okay.
And Chad makes sure he's not in the dirt flying zone.
Yeah. The Berber billowing billman.
We're just literally cartoon like two arms and just like, but just dirt's flying behind him.
Yeah.
Wait a second, I didn't know you were a dwarf.
I'm not. I just really like dirt.
All right, whoever is digging, make a strength check.
Well,
Could
really
be
good at
multiple
that.
people. Could be
That's-
multiple people.
That's a 20, 21.
21.
I could try. See
Yeah,
if
go
why
for
not?
it.
That's an 8.
Okay. My
Let's see
Chad is Chad
what I
helping?
got. Yes, 15.
15, 21, 8. Yeah. So we'll say it takes you like the better part of 10 minutes or so. You're splashing along, you are digging this area out, and it's tight. I mean, Berber can get in there pretty easily. Ramon can get in there okay. Chad Stradamus, it is uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, but you feel like you could probably squeeze your way through. So is this the path that you would like to take?
Actually, quite spacious in here.
Not all of us are 211.
What? I'm not good at numbers, but I'm pretty sure you're off with that one. That one, 211. Holy shit. Is it really? Are they really more than 3 feet? Or less than 3 feet?
Not much if
I
they
thought they were like 4
exactly 3 feet.
I thought they were like 4
Dwarves.
feet.
Dwarves hit 4 feet. Anyways,
Well, now I need to look this up. Continue, sorry.
So
looking for a
all-
marching order.
Yeah, I mean, all of that being said, it's easy for Berber, it's uncomfortable for Ramon, and it is difficult for Chad. Difficult, but it seems possible. Seems doable. So,
I'm torn here, fellas. I'm kind of thinking it'd be nice to. This is clearly not something that's used, so it would be covert. But like, I don't want you to get stuck, or to us get stuck because you get stuck.
I say let's go this route.
All right,
okay.
let's do it. All right, Berber, which way you heading?
And I actually,
Help me
I would like,
Dylan.
I would like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Berber make one with advantage. Chad make one with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Ramon make one regular.
All right, 24 for.
Oy, oy, oy.
Dexterity saving.
Dexterity saving throw. And remember, 2 of you have inspiration.
Oh, I had a 12 with disadvantage.
24 for Ramon.
I got a
Nice.
6.
A 6.
6, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like as you are all crawling through, like I said, this place is in bad shape. So some rubble starts to kind of like fall around, and from some falling rocks and debris, Berber takes 7 bludgeoning damage. Everyone else makes it out okay.
Oi!
Ooh.
All right, 7.
And now as you exit the crawl space, you find yourselves in a forked tunnel. It splits 3 ways total, one of those ways being to the north in the crawl space that you came from. You also see to the west a stone door, and to the south, foul-smelling chamber.
It smells like home, it does.
Has the light situation changed at all?
You notice that all of the sconces in this area are already lit.
I think unless anyone's gonna stop Ramon's gonna sneak up to the stone door.
I was actually gonna say I was gonna go Ramon and kind of like nod that way.
Yeah, they'll just nod to each other.
Okay. Yeah. And roll me another stealth check, please.
19.
19. Very nice.
Oh,
And then if there's nothing else to report there, he's going to just try and investigate the door, see if there's a way to open it, if it's trapped, locked, all those kind of things.
Roll. It's funny because normally I like opt out and I'm like, yeah, just do perception. But like roll investigation and
I
see
mean,
if
I'd
you find
prefer
any
perception
traps.
if it's okay, but
Roll perception.
there it is.
See if you find any traps.
Oh, 18 plus 4, 22.
All right.
Damn.
You know, you feel around on the door, you look at the hinges, really get a good feel for this stone door, and you don't notice anything that would normally be a trap.
Okay.
It looks like the way the door opens, it's like you see the hinges on the inside. So, which would mean it would push out.
Okay. Like out. You mean out from towards me or towards the
Away from you.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna listen at the door to see if I can hear voices or anything going on.
You don't hear any voices.
You said it's
You
a
hear,
stone door?
You hear a... I don't know if you can hear
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Probably noise gate. Oh, yeah? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear the drips of water, you know, but no voices.
What is Berber and Chad doing?
Chad is waiting for you to like report back.
So you're just kind of in that intersection?
Yes.
Yeah. I do not hear anything. I do not believe it is trapped. What is going on that direction?
I'll go look. Doesn't bother me. I will try my best to imitate his being sneaky.
Roll for stealth.
That's a natural 20, baby.
Yeah.
You are so sneaky. Nobody hears your footsteps at all. You're checking the south.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a foul stench rises from this murky sewage that fills this large chamber beneath.
Must be wife's cooking.
Not
There's
my wife.
3 4-foot tall burbling masses that slink through
Ooh.
the muck.
Burbling massive.
And let me clear that area.
I also just want to point out, you said burbling masses, which is really funny.
I kind of love it. Where is Berber? Is he up at the coast?
I like stealth down, so I'm like down here-ish. Soon. Around there somewhere. Stealthing around. It what do I see? Just the 4 burbles?
4 burbles.
Can I see the
and-
room, or is it
Just sludge.
does it look like it's just like a sludge pit? Is there an entrance or an exit from this area, or is it just like a pit of not good things?
I feel like you'd have to get in a little further.
I imagine
Probably
that
have
would
to-
require a secondary stealth check.
You'd probably have to step into the sludge. I won't require a secondary stealth check, but you will have to step inside the sludge.
What's Chad doing? There it is.
I don't think it would. I would be prevent. I don't think Berber would not step in it if he felt he was being sneaky enough.
All right. Yeah. Well, you're super sneaky, so
I'm gonna. Yeah, fine. I'll step in it and like look around. If yeah, fuck it. Why not?
yeah. And like if you go like far, that's a different story. But if you're just like kind of stepping in,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good idea of like the room that the burbles are in.
yeah, you see the burbles, and you notice at the end it looks like some sort of like hall,
A hallway.
kind of going down. Yeah, and
Where's the eye looking?
hard. I mean, it's just like down and west.
So it's not anywhere that's.
It's not
doesn't give
pointing.
you-
It's not pointing directly that way. It's been kind of like down a
Got
little
it.
bit
Okay.
west. You know, like
Yeah,
this
I'm mostly
whole
just
time.
checking if it changed what. Yeah, I mean, I would just I would turn to Chad and be like,
Yes.
Do I interpret that?
Do you?
I mean, yeah, I didn't. I actually missed the motions, so I don't know.
let me do it.
I'd say you didn't miss much, but there you go. He wants you to steal third.
I mean, roll perception. No, not perception. Roll insight.
That's a 4.
You think he wants you to steal third? No, you're not sure. He's just kind of moving
There's
his
a
arms.
quiet-
Maybe
There's
he's
a
feeling the
quiet
music.
man- there's a quiet man wearing a hat to the left. What? And I say that out loud.
I'm like, no. I mean, I guess I'll just walk back out. Yeah,
Okay.
like, wait, just go that way.
And Ramon is just looking at you guys like, am I opening this door or what? Okay.
That one was pretty clear. You don't have to roll for it.
Ramon
Before he opens it, I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, just a couple of burbles down there. We might not want to go.
Good looking out, my small friend.
Aye, aye.
And Ramona's going to try and as quietly as he can open the door.
Yeah, go for it. Open the door. There.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh!
Old doors. You know, you can do your best, but they're still gonna make noise.
Yeah.
As you open this, you quickly realize that from the inside of this room, the door you opened was probably a secret door to anyone who was inside. It looks like it's kind of hidden. And as you kind of look around the room, you notice a stone gold-painted sarcophagus that rests in the center of the tomb. The sides of the sarcophagus bear a relief depicting two women gazing lovingly over a field and a city, and the lid has a faintly distinguishable family crest carved into it. Old weapons and decorated armor line the walls of this room.
You know, those burbles didn't look too upset. They might be nice fellas.
Is there any way to know who this is?
Well, there is a family crest, so I'd say if you want to try to like figure out if you've seen it before, you know, you feel free to roll like a history check.
Yeah. Okay. 18. Not too bad.
Yeah. So you know this crest, or this is the this symbol is the crest of the Hallwinter family. Their lineage is known for just several renowned knights throughout the Sword Coast.
All right, I relay that.
And everybody roll perception in this room.
Not so great. 9.
3.
Better than
That's
3.
a 5.
All right,
Oh
I'm
my
the high
goodness.
one. Okay, great.
All right. Okay. Ramon with the 9.
Ramon.
As you look around through the room, it doesn't immediately come out to you, but you notice that most of the items in this room are rusted, but there's one shield that looks to be in good condition.
Okay.
The shield bears the family crest.
I'm gonna check for traps everywhere I can. I feel like tombs and things would be something that should be protected. So,
Wait, you're a D&D character and you're not a grave robber?
I'm just checking for traps. I didn't say I wasn't taking anything.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. You said
Yeah.
you're checking for traps. I missed that portion. Yeah. Why don't you roll perception?
All right, 19.
You
God. Dang.
you knock on the walls. You kind of like feel around, and it doesn't seem like there are any traps.
What's Berber's loadout? Does he use a shield?
Nope.
Chad goes, I think you should give it up to me.
Hold on a minute. This is someone's tomb. That's not very nice. It's theirs.
Do they seem to be using it?
Could be bad juju.
I don't know what a juju is, but he's also not wrong. No, they're not using it. I've been convinced.
Ramon
Juju
doesn't.
is an exotic pulse rifle.
That's
All right, go ahead.
yeah, to your super better, quicker. He doesn't take the shield, but he's not gonna stop anyone that wants to.
Okay.
Chad would take it.
Okay.
Ramon will
Of
move over
course you
here.
would. Of course you would.
Yeah, Chad, you now have some sort of magic shield.
That's an opening, right? That's not a closed door.
Yeah, no, that's an opening and a staircase.
Yeah, you'll just take a look up the stairs.
Is it going up?
Staircase going up, but only a little bit. It's not like it's crazy far. or
Okay.
anything. As you kind of look through, it is a open room with a drain towards the bottom.
You know, I don't want to take the metaphorical horse reins here, but the eyes going down, those stairs are going up. Probably want to go down.
I'm trying to establish all areas of escape, should it become necessary. He's just gonna go up the stairs a little bit to see the rest of the room, like to this area up here, and just...
Yeah, absolutely. So, glossy urns and scenery boxes line the walls of this vaulted rotunda. Drifting in the center of the room, above the drain, is a ghostly, transparent humanoid figure.
Oh no.
The figure is clad in plate armor,
Oh, let's
and
not.
where a head should be, there is instead a featureless, luminescent orb. With that,
Oh no.
we're going to take our first break of the night.
Yep, that sounds
We'll be
about
right back.
Okay. I'm gonna just use the bathroom real quick, I think. How about that?
Don't
Super
stop
fast.
recording.
Okay. Don't stop recording.
Oh, because we're gonna tell jokes about you as soon as you leave. That Jake, he
Oh
always
man.
goes and uses the bathroom.
There was this one time when my mother didn't eat meat for a really long time. And then she ate meat. And she was in the bathroom for a very long time afterward. And I don't want to embarrass Vale if that is the situation that is happening right now.
What'd you do?
Sorry.
Seriously, how did that pop up on your face?
My notebook hit my keyboard and a whole bunch of stuff happened.
Hiding the big mustache energy for the big reveal.
Don't
I'm
stop
actually. Tell you what, I'm gonna go pee.
recording. Hold on to that recording.
So as we dive back, don't say so. As we dive back into our series on mastering the action economy, I've noticed that some of the most lopsided exchanges
I was gonna say, how about that Super Mario Brothers trailer?
I'm actually very excited for that. Not gonna lie.
I felt like I was the only person in the world who thinks it's gonna be a good movie.
No, it actually is gonna be great. Jack Black put his whole soul into doing Bowser, and I'm here for it.
in the style of camp, absurdly exaggerated, artificial, or affected in usually humorous way, campy horror movie. Like comedy in Star Wars and like bad horror movies and like that kind of stuff.
It's not like Call of Duty camping.
No, can't be.
Ah,
Like if you animated, like if you took a tent and you put a face on it and made it talk, maybe you would name it Campy, you know?
I don't like this.
Chris
I'm here
Pratt is
for it.
over there like, hey, I'm Italian. How you doing?
But he's just like, he did like one of his lines like that. He's like, "Whoa, where am I?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna let's go to the Mushroom Kingdom, Toad."
I'm recording again. What was I gonna say?
It's me, Mark.
Yep.
Okie
right.
dokie.
Leave it all in.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
We had just read that Ramon walked up these stairs. It wasn't super far, just a little bit of a distance up these stairs. Walked into a room with glossy urns and cinery boxes, in a rotunda. And inside this room, we had found a ghostly, transparent humanoid figure in plate armor, and where its head should be, there's a featureless, luminescent orb.
Does the
So,
ghost seem to be aware of me?
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was the saddest. Oh,
Oh. What's it doing?
Just looking at you.
Hello. My name is Ramon Encarnacion. Who are you?
You said your name is Ramon?
That is correct. Who are
Very
you?
nice to meet you. I don't. I don't know.
When
Do you
this
know who I am?
when this ghost is speaking, like, there's no mouth, right? It's just an orb. Like, what's, is there a
Yeah,
visual?
it's just an orb. It's
Yeah.
just it's weird. It's like an echoing throughout the room.
Yeah.
But it's
we-
just an orb.
Do we hear it where we are?
Yeah, you hear it.
Okay.
It's
I would say I would
more
then
faint,
walk
but
up.
yeah, you hear it.
I would then walk up behind Ramon.
yeah, me too.
What was the family? crest name again that you said?
Did anyone remember?
Hidden
High
something
wind?
high winter.
High winter.
Hall
Hall
winter.
winter.
Yeah.
That was
Hall
okay.
winter.
It's a one shot. I didn't think I need to take
Yeah,
notes.
yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just teasing. It's Hall winter.
Perhaps you are a member of the High Winter family.
As you say that, the ghost kind of like pauses for a moment, and that blob that it was where its head should be, you start to see some features on it, like some eyes and a nose, and there's surprise in the eyes, and the ghost looks at you and makes eye contact with you, says, Hall winter. Yes, Hall winter.
Did I see what the first name may have been? I don't
You
remember.
didn't see anything yet that told you what first name would be,
Mhm.
but you at least found something that could potentially be
Yeah.
the last name. Hall winter. think that's who I am. But how? What else? And you see like almost like a furrowed brow, and the features that started to return to the face slowly go away and turn back into this featureless blob.
And is there anything in the room of note aside from Goodman, the ghost?
In this like kind of like rotunda room that you're in, with a I mean, inside the room there's these urns all along the walls. There are some dimly lit sconces, and that's really it. Aside from like the drain in the middle of the room, you also have an entrance on the top right, which I think is really fair to say you'd have to be pretty dumb to not realize that
Berber does not have a clue.
It's okay, little buddy.
Anyone who's not directionally challenged would think, I wonder if we didn't go through that secret passage, if that's where we would have come from. You also notice some sort of hallway going to the west and a small staircase leading up to the northwest, the top left, if you will.
Yeah. Before I do anything else, do either of you have something you'd like to say or do?
I would just go up and introduce myself, but if you're in the middle of a conversation, I wouldn't, because that'd be rude.
Senor Hallwinter, do you know who is resting in the room I just left? Is that you?
I've been in this room for as long as I can remember. You know, I've seen people come in and out. I just can't, it's all fuzzy. I can't remember any of it. Hallwinter, that sounds so familiar. The ghost turns around and looks away from you and looks in that corner in the top left, puts its ghostly hand on its formless face and looks down and turns and looks back at you and just says, I've forgotten who I am. I don't know.
Do you know what you are doing here? Do you serve a function?
I think maybe I was a knight at some point, but I don't know anything else. Hallwinter sounds so familiar.
Can you leave this room? You said you've been here, but can you leave?
I've been bound to this room for as long as I could remember. I can't remember anything else.
Does this mean anything to you? And I show him the crest on the shield.
Yeah, as you show the ghost the crest on the shield, you see some of the features in the face start to return. Not all of them, but some. The ghost says, I've seen that before. I know. I've seen it before. Hallwinter. I don't know. It looks so familiar. It's just out of reach.
What kind of people have you seen coming and going?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay, two things. In the room, Is there anything in the sarcophagus room or like the tomb, right? Is there like any sort of plaque or anything depicting like what this was a tomb of, aside from just the basic sigil of the family? Or was it just like a family tomb with like the symbol?
Yeah. So why don't you go in and roll
Oh,
perception?
God, don't make me.
I'm sorry.
That is a 12.
Okay, 12's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what you notice is, as you're looking around, looking for clues in this room, you notice that one of the figures depicted in the sarcophagus, it's like a carving on there, and it's wearing armor that looks almost exactly like that ghost in the room.
And what does this scene depict?
It's just a knight wearing
Just a picture
armor.
of a knight.
Yeah, just a knight with long hair and a ponytail, wearing that same armor.
Is there anything else or besides that, or is it just that picture? Can I infer that this might be the tomb of that knight potentially, or is it just like a one-off picture?
I think that I think it's a fair assumption to make.
Okay.
It looks exactly like, the armor looks exactly like what that ghost is wearing.
Well,
And the ghost starts pacing, and as it's pacing, it's looking up to that staircase and looking back at you and looking around the room, walking to the staircase, walking around. And it just looks disturbed, like it was just a nothing until you said that name, Hallwinter, and now suddenly it's like, I know something.
Sir Hallwinter, what is up that staircase you keep your attention focused on?
I don't know. I only know this room. Never been able to leave this room. This is all I know.
If we know each other, I guess Ramon would probably know Chad has some magical or divine things about him. And it looks, what do you make of this?
How much would I know of ghosts and like?
Unless you have a reason that you can think of otherwise, I would say roll an Arcana check, and we'll find out what you know about ghosts. And if you have another reason like that, that's okay.
I mean, other than being a paladin, I don't really have much of a reason.
Roll with advantage then,
I
or religion.
Well, with advantage, it would be a 17.
Yeah.
Religion would be a 19.
So you know that there's a lot of different things that could happen with ghosts. Sometimes there's an item that binds them to a location. Sometimes something happens that just makes them forget themselves. They don't know who they are, and they're just lost. And you have heard of stories of finding out the full name of the ghost and being able to free them and restore them and basically give them peace. But there's a lot of different ghosts, a lot of different situations.
I can't say I know what caused him to lose his memory, but just from the fact that he does seem to restore a little bit whenever we give him a glimpse of who he was, there's a good chance if we were able to fully tell him who he was, it might bring him some peace.
He seems a decent fellow. I think I would like to try and help him if we can.
Is there any inscriptions or anything around this sarcophagus in this room?
Not in that sarcophagus. It seems like everything of note has been found. You recognize the crest, you recognize the armor, but there's nothing else that stands out in that room.
If he's got a feeling he wants to go up the stairs, but he can't go up the stairs, maybe we should go see what he's looking at. Why does he keep looking?
I am inclined to do the same thing.
Right.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
come on then, let's go.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Good Ghost Goodman will get your name.
And as you go up,
Oh.
you see another tomb.
That one looks less happy.
So
Yeah, it's true.
as you walk up these stairs,
Oh,
the
that's
smell
not
of
good.
the smell of old parchment fills this tomb. Bookshelves carrying various tomes and scholarly implements stand against the walls. At the center is a stone, gold-painted sarcophagus, the sides of which bear relief carving of two humanoid women exploring a forest together.
And there's nothing else of note in the room?
Why don't you roll?
Because I'm bad at it. That's why.
Okay. You want to help me? You want to help me, and I'll.
What is it? Perception or investigation? Because I'm decent in perception, but investigation.
Perception.
I'm pretty decent in perception. I don't know.
I got a +4.
Oh yeah, I'll help you then. I have a 3.
Oh, 19 + 4, 23.
All right. So there is as you look around this room, trying to see if anything stands out, there is a heart-shaped golden locket that sits on one of the bookshelves.
Pick it up.
And yeah, it looks like the type of locket that holds something inside, but right now it's just closed and sitting on the bookshelves. Looks like it's been closed for quite some time.
Does it look like it's locked, or can I open it?
You'd have to try.
I tried to open it.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, that's great. 16.
Hey!
Yeah,
I rolled a 17.
You that open. And on the inside, you see a small portrait of a human woman, next to which is an inscription. It says, "My dearest Chantel," and I will say that armor the woman is wearing looks a whole lot like what the ghost is wearing. And especially if Berber can see it, it looks a whole lot like what was on the image on the sarcophagus in the other tomb.
All right. What you got there, Ramon?
I just hand him the locket. And
My Chantel.
my dearest Chantel,
Chantel. Chantel.
I will go tell him. And
Yes.
he comes down the steps.
very, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check as well.
Okay. 18.
Yeah. So among the bookshelves, you also notice 5 incense sticks, a component pouch, and a hidden compartment in one of the shelved books, which has a spell scroll of protection from evil and good. I always want to say good and evil.
Interesting. I will take the scroll, obviously I'll inform the group of what I found. And Ramon actually hands the scroll to Berber, which might seem counterintuitive, but
Yeah, Berber's very confused as to why you're handing him a paper.
she said, in case you need it, this will protect you from evil, spirits, creatures.
He doesn't seem very
unnatural
evil. That's pretty
kinds.
rude. He seems pretty nice.
There may be more than just our friend here.
Ah, good thinking. He just puts it in his shirt.
He just winks. And if I'm metagaming, I have Hunter's Spark, so I know I'd be concentrating on that if I. Anyways,
Well done.
I'm gonna just head down the stairs and come up next to the ghost a little bit. Do you have a sweetheart named Chantel?
As you say, Chantel, you see the eyes again, but it's not fully there. And there's a memory showing up. You could tell the ghost is trying so hard to remember. It's trying so hard to remember, but just the first name. It's struggling with just the first name.
Chantel Hallwinter. Oh, Oh, that didn't come through, but
That did not, yeah.
All right, it didn't come through. That's funny. It was a screen.
yeah.
And
It's on now, but I think it just didn't like whatever you did.
that's okay.
Yeah.
So the ghost turns to you, and its face, which had been featureless and just a blob, and then maybe just eyes and a nose, suddenly it's a full face of a woman with a ponytail that Berber had noticed in the depiction. And she says, "Chantel Holwinter. That is my name. Thank you." And she sees Chad Stradamus and says, "That was my shield. It was cursed, but let me see this. Let me see it."
Pat hands it over,
And
or
she,
holds it up to her.
yeah, she just puts a hand on it, holds onto it. Excuse me, sorry. She puts a hand on it and holds the hand up to it, and there is a shiny blue light, and then just like a shing, just some sort of, yeah. And your shield of missile attraction turns into a +1 shield.
Ooh.
There. The curse has been removed. Thank all of you for, I don't know how long, I've been here for so long, just not knowing who I was. What are you doing here? And how can I help you?
We are investigating the possibility of cultist activity regarding Vecna.
Yes.
You
Yes,
said
there
you
was-
mentioned that there were people coming and going.
Yeah, there were a small group of humanoids. They descended into the catacombs months ago, whispering about a strange ritual and secrets. And whatever they've done, they've filled that hall to the bottom left with zombies.
Good.
Whenever, wherever, we shall find them.
What brought you to this place?
It thing! Pop it out.
It's just the eyeball.
Oh.
We are investigating the death of a comrade.
A murder.
He died giving us this disgusting eyeball that my little friend is holding.
What was he like?
Unfortunately, we just met his sister, who was clutching his lifeless body. He was hired by the same organization that is paying us.
Well, I will go to rest, but if you have any questions for me before I do that, I'll do my best to answer.
Hey, boys, you got any questions for her?
No.
I think the only question I had was already answered.
Do you know how many people put the zombies there, and how many zombies there are?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like they all traveled at once in a group. There were maybe 5 to 10.
Do you remember the devil? What did Devlin look like? Does anyone remember how Devlin looked? His description?
We could describe them. I mean,
Does anyone? Can we do? Would we have that?
we just saw
Yeah?
them. Yeah.
Okay. Can we give a description and say, do you remember the person who looked like this? Yeah.
Yes, I saw a man matching that description. He fled through this very rotunda from deeper within the catacombs. He was pursued by an individual in a hooded gray robe. One of these cultists, no doubt.
Wasn't Devlin wearing a gray robe?
He was probably undercover, my friend.
A likely story.
Did anyone recently return before you spoke to us?
That same man in the gray robe returned, but not the friend of which you speak.
In which direction did he go? In the zombie room?
No, he went through the hall, the stairs, where you came from.
There were bourbons back there. Burbles back there.
I think Ramona's done asking questions if you guys have any.
I'm good.
I'm sure I'll think of someone. She's gone.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'll try to shake her hand. I don't know if I can, but I'll do my best.
Ramon says, I must apologize. I thought you were a man, but you are not.
Well, to be fair, she didn't.
Something about having an orb for a head. It did not suit you.
To be fair, she didn't remember either, eh?
Chad turns to Ramon and goes, "Really? Those hips don't lie."
You're more perceptive than I am, my friend.
She smiles at the three of you, and you hear like a, I don't know how much of that you got, but just some sort of sound as she kind of turns into a wisp and goes down that hallway and disappears with
The
a smile
zombie
on her face. No, the other one with the crypt.
Gotcha. That we just came back from. Okay,
Yeah, well, the one that you came from initially.
gotcha.
Cool. All right.
I do not wish to fight zombies if we do not have to.
Can I look at the grates? Is there anything down? Can I see anything down in the grates? I'm just curious. I have to.
Yeah, it's like some sort of like sewer type thing. Excuse me. It's smelly under there. Hard to make out any details, but it's
Okay. I might be wrong, but I think that the burbles might smells pretty bad down here. Smells bad in the burbles. I'm just putting smells together, you know?
You may not be as directionally challenged as you once led us to believe.
Oh, I got me a good sniffer, I do.
Ramon chuckles. All right, so I vote to go back to where the burbles were, but if you guys
Yeah,
agree.
I think that's probably because to clarify it, the room with the burbles, I thought I saw a hallway there, correct? Or like another direction we could go, correct? It wasn't just a dead room or a dead end.
there's like some sort of
Yeah.
hall down that way.
Well, that's where
Good
they
enough for me.
That's where they went, and this was a secret door that we just went through, and there's a tunnel. Those are the only that we just dug out. Those are the only two ways in. It's not something they would expect, unless I'm missing something. They would expect people to go through the zombie room.
Sounds
So-
right to me.
How are you with that strategy?
No,
To the burbles.
4 burbles.
I thought there's only one Berber.
4 burbles. I think. Was it 4?
Uh,
I think you said 4.
there are 3.
3
burbles.
burbles.
I'm gonna need verbal confirmation on this one.
I'm gonna need him to say 4 burbles, but hold up 3 fingers.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a verbal confirmation.
Mhm.
And well, is Ramon leading the way again?
Unless there's another idea, Ramon would be
Yeah.
likely to take.
Well,
I feel like Chad would let Ramon take the lead unless he like wasn't for some
Okay.
reason.
Yeah, he'll do it.
Ramon, roll survival for me as you see these 3
Burbles.
burbling masses moving through the sludge and the sewage.
That would be a 21.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn.
So you can tell that it almost looks like it's like a pile of
Nope.
blood
Nope.
and bones.
Nope.
And almost
Oh.
like at one point, these 3 burbles might have been humanoid.
Ooh.
Do they seem intelligent or sentient?
They're kind of like slowly moving through the sludge.
Do they notice him?
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing as of right now.
So the only way through now would be to either just walk through the 2 of them, or try to go this way.
You'd have to go through the sludge, about a foot deep.
Does it
On a level of
appear that it
difficult
would
to
be
non-difficult.
terrain?
Ramon just kind of just shrugs, and he's gonna start moving forward unless you guys want to stop him.
No, I'd be like, get it started.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna not try to go like directly to them. I'm gonna try to evade them if I can.
Sure.
But you know, if it happens,
Yeah.
it happens.
Take your first step in.
What the fuck kind of verbiage is that?
Yeah. That's verbal confirmation.
Jacob Tabletop.
Yeah.
Play some combat music.
Yeah, here we go,
As
boys.
you step into a foot deep of sewage, which is difficult terrain, and these burbling masses of once humanoid remains that are now some sort of ooze undead thing come towards you.
Initiative time.
And everybody roll initiative.
Yeah. It's a 12 for Mr. Ramon.
Ramo.
18 for Chad Stradamus.
Let's go.
What the hell? I rolled a 13.
I get to add my charisma modifier to initiative, and I go last in our group. I love it.
I have no bonus.
Yeah, no, it's
to
just
my
I love how that
initiative.
goes. But I did well with my other.
I'm not gonna try any surprise conditioned or surprise round nonsense because you clearly saw these things as you came in. They're not hidden.
Yeah.
Chad, with an 18, you go first. What would you like to do as you see that these ooze-like creatures are moving towards Ramon?
I am going to step up to here, and would I be able to attack the gray ooze that is to the left of him?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're using a
I'm using a glaive as my...
yeah, you definitely would be able to.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take a swing at it.
Go for it.
Nice. That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And that is 7. I don't know what kind of damage it is.
Slashing
pretty sure
for
it's
glaive.
Slashing, yep. 7 slashing.
Is this where the fun begins, Josh? Or is that a different ooze I'm thinking of? I think it's a
Oh Lord.
I think it's a mouse.
Yeah, I mean.
I think you're thinking about a rust monster.
Wow.
Well, there is some
I was thinking of
weirdness
the
with.
one that splits on slashing damage.
It's not that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
However, there is some weirdness with the gray ooze, but I'm gonna change that slightly because of
Range.
because of this version of a gray ooze. It's not
Oh,
the same.
I'm into it.
And I'm only calling it a gray ooze because freaking D&D Beyond tells you exactly what it is. What a stupid feature.
Yeah.
There's something that, like, you hear Jake and I say it constantly if you watch JnJ videos, and it comes from the old, the good old days of WebDM. It's a feature, not a flaw. This is a flaw. This is not a feature. There's no reason for it to tell you what this monster is. Show me the picture. That's it.
Honestly, they're burbles. We all know it.
Yeah,
Like, it's very clearly a burble.
they're Berbers. They're Berbers family.
Berbers burbles.
That being said, you rolled a 7. You did 7 damage, and part of the flesh and nastiness splashes off into the sludge. It's still alive. It's still moving slowly towards Jacob, or towards Ramon. Forgive me. Anything else that you'd like to do in this turn, Chad Stradamus?
No.
Alrighty. Well then, it's the ooze's turn. First one is already right up next to Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chad Stradamus,
JnJake.
you may roll. Well, not, you're not gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. Jacob, does a 5 hit?
I can very happily say no.
Ah, dang. Okay. All right. Well, then this one going to move one step closer.
To burble on up.
And let me know if there's any significance.
That was just my reach, correct? Or was it already within my reach?
I don't think it was within your reach. Pretty sure it just moved into your reach.
With Polearm Master, I am going to use my opportunity attack, or my reaction, to provoke an opportunity attack as it enters my reach.
Go for it.
It's a stupid feat. It's so strong.
And that is the first nat 20 of the game.
Yes!
Oh, roll your damage, good sir.
Oh. Baby, but your crits don't lie.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I can also choose to smite now.
Yeah, you sure
You
can.
can.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Right.
That's a lot of dice. and not low dice either. That is 31 damage.
Chad,
Do I need to split it up as the slashing and
go.
radiant, or
Watermelon.
Chad Stradamus, how would you like to do this?
Yeah, we're good.
you just see like, so he is wearing plate armor, but his arms are kind of are like bare, and he has some tattoos on his arms, and you see as he starts to swing the weapon, his tattoos glow a little bit. And you see it rush into the glaive itself, and he just cuts, and it just is burning with radiant fire as it slices through the ooze, and it just like completely melts it. And whereas a lot of times you would see like an ooze come back together, there's just no way for it to restructure, and it just like blows apart.
Yeah, and
as
there's
the glaive
just
passes through.
Yes.
ichor and blood and flesh and gook all over, and most of it kind of falls into the sludge, as that is now dead. This one moves closer, but it cannot attack. And with that, Lee, it's now Berber's turn.
Right. I'm gonna run on up. I'm gonna go. Did one of them try to attack Ramon?
I believe
So
the one on the
Well, I used to
bottom
think-
left tried.
That one did?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna be like, hey you, leave my friend alone. I'm gonna use my Kender taunt on the burble. I don't even know if I can speak. I don't even know if it works, but effectively, I provoke them, and provided it can hear and understand me, which I don't know if it can, but I'm doing it anyways. I needed to make a whiz save.
Okay.
make it take a whiz.
That's what I said.
Same thing as
That is a 4.
All right. It has disadvantage on any attack it makes that isn't against me.
That's the one that tried to attack Jake previously. It's like diagonal from you.
Yes.
All right.
This one.
Yeah, lovely. All right. Well done.
And then I'm going to, well, while I'm doing that, I'll be like, "Hey, you, leave my friend alone." I'll pull out the protection scroll and just throw it, and be like, "Hey, protect my friend," and just throw it at him.
And it just lands in the sludge and just as it you know, starts to sink down, and the pages get soggy.
Don't worry, I'll save you, Ramon.
supposed to read the scroll.
Ramon, it's your turn.
You should have clarified.
Oh boy. All right. I guess in order to get sneak attack, I'm gonna need to use my bonus action to disengage. And is this difficult terrain or?
Yes.
I mean, it is, right?
What are the conditions for sneak attack?
It's a little different for me, but otherwise you'd have to not have disadvantage. You'd have to, or have an ally within 5 feet of it. But
Okay.
if I'm one-on-one with someone, though, I can do it.
Okay.
So
Mano y mano.
yeah. So can I get to here? 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, right.
It would take you basically 6 squares of movement,
Yeah.
30 feet. So yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna disengage, move around here, and then attack the gray ooze with my
Do it.
rapier.
What you got?
It's plus 5. Yeah, 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, here we go. Plus 3 is 11. Plus 3 is 14 piercing damage.
How would you like to do this?
After getting smacked in the back of the head with the scroll, he kind of in a very quick move evades the reach of the other ooze, almost like artfully darts around and just pierces the other ooze with his rapier, kind of getting right up to the hilt, and then just like pulls it up, and it almost just kind of flops over.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it starts to just kind of like melt away into the sludge. And you see right in front of you the scroll halfway in the sludge.
See, the scroll worked.
If picking it up is a free action, I'm gonna pick it up.
Picking it up is a free action,
Yeah.
but it is nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's it for
that
now.
being said, back to the top of initiative. Chad, it's your turn.
I'm going to take a swing at the ooze that's there.
Yeah, go for it.
That's an 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit. You're not going to believe this, but an
still
8
hit.
is exactly what you needed to hit.
Wow, I was really not expecting that.
It's a great one-shot monster.
All right. Well,
I mean, considering both of them were one shot thus so far. So.
and then
you go.
Hey,
There you go.
5 slashing damage.
Yeah, you hit it with your 5 slashing damage. Blood splatters, and it pieces of it fall into the sludge and start to sink down. It is still up.
I am going to take a step back, and then I am done.
Alrighty. With that, it is the ooze's turn. And it will go for the path of least resistance. Go for Mr. Bulber.
And I am going to use my reaction. Just smack the crap out of it.
Yeah, roll. Go ahead.
That's a 16.
That's a hit.
Bullshit.
I can confidently say hits.
Such a
Chad is like,
stupid feat.
you fool!
And that is a 4. So
You've activated my trap card.
Yes. Again!
I'll place
It
pull
was the
on
right
master
move.
face down.
Yeah, so this is still up. More blood and eye cord drops from it, falls. It starts to like reform, continues to try to make an attack on Bulber. And we have a a 9 to hit.
Nope.
All right, that's its turn. And Bulber, it's up to you now.
My turn. Right, well, that's not very nice. I'll just take a swing. Like, why not? That's a natural 20.
Oh, fantastic! Nice. Yeah, go for it. Roll for it. That's a hit.
Yeah, what do I roll? I'm a barbarian. That's the D12. Yes, D12.
That
wait, you're a
sounds-
barbarian?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Why did I not know what class you were?
He didn't even rage.
I haven't done anything yet.
I didn't know what class you were either.
That is a
and let this be a lesson. Go ahead.
17 damage.
Let this be a lesson to DMs
Whoa.
out there. It ain't that deep. I don't know. I know what class Michael is, and I know what class Jake is. And that's only because we rolled Michael's character randomly, and I think tonight is the first time he saw it. You don't have to go too crazy on it. You can figure things out. It's a one shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 17. How would you like to do this, good sir?
Well, it wasn't very nice, and just hit it. You're like, that'll serve you right. Just nothing too crazy. Just like almost like scolding it, like for being rude.
What kind of weapon do you have?
Great axe.
Lovely. Yeah, it just splatters all over, and it is nasty. But you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
That being said, the room is now clear. It looks safe. You are able to continue on.
I will walk up to Ramon.
Yeah.
I didn't know that scroll was multi-use.
It is not.
Oh.
You're supposed to read it, and it casts a magical spell of protection.
Oh.
Well,
why'd you give it me?
You do know how to read, right?
Of course I do.
Yeah, but of course. Okay.
I kind of look at Ramon and I'm like,
No.
I'll read right now. I'll read right now.
Perhaps you wait until there is danger ahead.
Yeah,
But he'll hand it to him.
I'll read it then. I'll read it then. Why would you fucking give it back to me? Okay, I got the news. I got to scroll again.
I'm not gonna use it. Let's get up here.
Michael's like, oh my god.
no, I'm just waiting for whatever curse you unleash when you read it.
Yeah.
Protection from good and evil. Protection from good. Let's go.
As you move through this nastiness, it's a foot thick, just sludge, and slime, and nasty. It smells awful. But you make it to that section that we had talked about. You walk up the I don't know, staircase doesn't seem right, but it's a staircase in the way that when you get into an in-ground pool and on the short side there's a staircase into it. That's what it's like.
Yep.
And you pop up out of it and walk through. There's a corner, these stone walls, and you go through, and suddenly you see a double door made of green tinged stone. It seals off further progression into the catacombs, and facing this double door is a large carving of a grinning skull. One eye socket bears a wide eyeball with a jeweled iris, while the other is an empty divot.
I look at the eyeball that Berber has.
Oh.
He puts his hand up. I'm just looking.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling this goes there.
We may lose the element of surprise.
I'm looking for approval.
But I believe we should continue.
I believe we should as well.
At least you do not have to read this one, my friend.
Oh, it's just a puzzle, right? Just put the eye in the hole and then put the eye in the hole and then...
You just put the lime in the coconut.
Hold your nut. It should open right up.
Yeah. Jake and I spend too much time together.
Yeah,
That's where we both went immediately.
Same exact time.
Okay, so that's what you do? You put the eye in that hole that's there, in the eye socket, we'll call it.
Yep.
Okay.
Why is it so gross?
Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah, so you take this desiccated eyeball and you place it in that divot of the grinning skull. Once it's in there, it pulses with a sickly green light. At this point, it is fairly bright, and it sheds bright light in, let's call it like a 10, 15-foot radius.
Right.
And as it does that, the double doors swing open to reveal a staircase leading further down.
How loud was it?
Not super loud.
Okay.
Well, better in than out, I always say.
Oh, you have a way with words, my friend. Down we go.
Down we go.
All right. The bottom of the stairway opens into a wide sanctuary with a vaulted ceiling. Stone pews are arranged in orderly rows. Black candles burning green flames occupy niches along the walls. Atop a pulpit at the far end of the hall stands a jagged sculpture of an emaciated hand with one eyeball in its palm. Chad, roll a religion check.
That is a 14.
You recognize this sculpture beyond a shadow of a doubt as a symbol of Vecna, a powerful lich and the god of secrets, known and feared on many worlds. He is the Whispered One.
This is definitely a symbol of Vecna. I guess
Is that bad?
Continue in.
Oh, it is not good, my friend.
I would go up and investigate it.
Don't touch the eye.
But the eye let us in here.
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm good at those.
You said investigate it. That's
Actually, 16.
yeah. So it is. It's a finely crafted sculpture. It's made of some sort of stone. It's smooth. There's a lot of craftsmanship that went into this. Trying to move things around. It looks like the eye is completely attached to the hand. The hand is built into where it is. You would have to snap it to remove it. It doesn't look like it's designed to be taken from its place. It's more there as a place of reverence.
Someone who was it? What was their name? Was Kavori? Kavori said she wanted some sort of proof or some information. I think that's probably bring that hand back. Yeah.
I believe she was speaking of bringing a witness.
Oh.
She said she would like revenge, but information is more important.
Okay.
But I am... Can we tell much about what directions? It looks like they're just kind of...
Do we hear anything? Is there anything of note from to the left or to the right, or...
Good question.
You're muted. We hear literally nothing, actually. Very good description.
Make a perception check to see what you can hear.
I got 11.
Natural 20.
Hey,
Natural 20.
We're making it rain with the 20s tonight.
24 total, if it matters.
Jacob.
Yes.
I was about to say Raul. Ramon hears the sound of snoring and then silence and then snoring again, almost as if someone stopped breathing while they were snoring. Sounds like sleep apnea.
There you go.
And it's coming from the hall to your left on the west side of this cavern. And if you look down that hallway, you notice at least one bed, maybe something else.
I think Ramon just holds up his hand and puts his finger over his mouth to be quiet. If they are sleeping over here and we go the other direction, we could learn more, or we could try and capture one of them and bring them back.
If we leave them there and some sort of ruckus gets caused when we go the other way, we could have people flanking us.
It is not an honorable death, but it will have to do.
There is no honor in people that follow Vecna.
I agree. But, my friend, you're quite loud in your armor. Maybe wait for the signal from me, yes?
Chad nods.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak into this room up to here.
Yeah, roll stealth, please.
18 plus 7, 25.
Yeah,
Let's go.
you are very sneaky.
So Chad is gonna walk up to here, but stop.
Yeah.
He is gonna try to be stealthy or be quiet as he's moving.
Oh, I'm sneaking with Ramoni.
You're going all the way up? It's up to you. I just want to know before I start talking.
Do it.
You do it.
Don't do this to me, Dice.
Alright, yeah, roll
Yes,
stealth.
thank God. That's I'm not good. I think it's a 19.
Not good at reverse math.
Yeah, very
Yes,
good.
it's a 19. Woo.
Michael,
Like so much.
I am not going to require Chad to roll stealth until he moves past the point that he's currently at due to the snoring. So you are fully aware. You're welcome to move past that point. If you move past that point, stealth check will need to be rolled.
All right. I'm gonna keep an eye on Ramon and wait for him to make whatever signal he says before I move further.
Yeah, Ramon puts up a like his hand to tell Berber like that's far enough, friend. Just wait. But I am gonna just kind of, before I do anything, I'm gonna try to come up to here and see if I can see down into this other room a little bit before I do anything.
Yeah.
And to see, or well, I'm gonna, see if they're sleeping too, or if there's movement.
So far, everyone is sleeping.
Yee.
There are quite a bit of them. So
Okay.
you notice 7 in total.
Okay. He just shows, he does this to Berber, holds up 7 fingers, and he goes he puts his finger over his mouth and just says, just mouths, "Stay there." He mouths it.
Does Berber and Chad Stradamus understand your hand signals, dear Jacob?
I guess it's up to them.
I mean, I understand him doing this. Like, just to stay
it's pretty
there.
clear.
The
It's pretty
7
clear.
might be difficult, but this.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ramon-
7 would because of the fact that like I see him walk down that far, then look down. Like I
not crazy,
feel
right?
like 7 would make sense to be like, oh,
Yeah.
there's 7 of them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. Ramon takes out one of his daggers, and he's gonna go up to this cultist and slit his, just like stab right through the throat, and like in and then forward to try and just one quick move. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
While covering his mouth at the same time. like
roll. Yeah. Sorry, bear with me.
It's fine.
One the moment, please. Por
He's not
favor.
exactly Mac, but he's still a rogue.
Yeah, I mean, roll an attack with advantage.
Okay. 19 plus 5, so 24 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, roll. That's a sneak attack.
That's a crit.
It's a sneak attack.
Oh.
So that's 10 plus 4 plus 3, so 17.
Okay. First one is dead.
Okay. Now he looks at Berber and goes like this.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go up to this guy and try to
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Roll an attack with advantage.
Yep.
You hear
Again,
the
a
snoring.
19 plus 5, so 20. Yeah,
Sneak attack.
same thing. That's not quite as much, but let's see. 9 plus 3 is 12.
That one is dead as well.
And he holds up and it's just like,
And it's still quiet. The one that's still in this room is
Berber like, oh, there's none left, and now he's just not telling me to stop anymore. No.
I was
I'm
thinking,
kidding,
but
I'm
like,
kidding.
even if it was 5, it's still the stop sign, right? Like, as soon as he gets to 4, that's a different story.
Not stop anymore, so I'm good to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
this is the decision, because that's a nice, easy one to capture if we can. It's just sitting right there. But I think it's time to. He's gonna try to do the same thing on this cultist.
okay. Roll an attack with advantage, Jacob.
So one was a natural 1, the other was a 13 though. So that was an 18 to hit.
All right. Yeah. That's a sneak attack.
Ooh, max damage.
Boom.
So
I think we know.
19 damage. So, yeah.
Yep. That one is dead, and as that one dies, snoring stops because you killed the one with sleep apnea.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was the decision point, and now he holds up the 4.
I'm gonna continue with Ramon.
I have a question. Did
Yes.
Berber just give 2 thumbs up? Did you actually do that in game?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I can no longer see Ramon.
True.
No,
All I can see is Berber at this point because
We're on
Ramon
brand,
just went.
folks. We're on brand.
100%.
Ramon just went out of my line of vision, and I just see Berber give 2 thumbs up.
As soon as his hand goes from this to this, I'm like,
Like you're doing great, buddy.
yeah, like a good job.
Yeah.
And I also start walking forward, and as I'm stepping, I'm thinking, does Berber know? But that doesn't stop me from walking forward.
No, Berber, no.
If I hear clanking, I'm not moving forward anymore.
Are you trying to be sneaky, Chad?
I would say yes, because I haven't heard any reason that I need to charge forward. And I do remember that he showed 7, so I do think that there is possibly still people.
Let's have everyone roll stealth. I mean, unless Bill Berber's staying exactly where he is.
No, Berber's
let's
moving up with Ramone.
Everyone roll stealth.
Here we go. It was a good run, guys.
To 15.
8.
Well, I beat Chad. I got a 9.
I mean, listen, for disadvantage, an 8's not so bad.
Do you still
with a
inspiration?
+0.
Inspiration? Question mark? Anyone?
I don't have any. I haven't been inspiring enough.
I'm sorry, Jake. Jake and Michael, both of you roll a d4.
4.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't like that.
What'd you get, Michael?
3.
Okay. So you
They're
hear
all awake.
as they begin to rise.
Oh, the good sleep it was.
Do I hear that?
Oh yeah, I'd say you all hear it.
Whose footprints are
And-
these?
More than that, roll initiative.
Wind.
Yep. Here we go.
Mm,
Natural 1 on initiative.
that is a
5.
9.
10.
Yes, a
Gosh,
9.
by the way, the sleep apnea and snoring. Bravo.
Yeah, that's my fada. What are you gonna do?
Mine too.
Jake, what did you have total?
5.
5 total. Okay.
That makes me feel better that you had to ask.
All right. So you can tell they're starting to wake up. Who rolled the 10? That was Chad, right?
Yes.
Okay. Chad, you hear yawning. Maybe you can't necessarily see them yet, but something's stirring below Ramon in this opening. It's your turn. Do with that as you please.
So I don't know if there's going to be another roll, and it's completely up to you either way. I am going to move, but I also am trying to be quiet. I am going to move to right here. Now, if you want me to roll for it, that's fine. It's up to you whether you want that to be a thing or not. I'm moving one.
I'm gonna say you just did your stealth check, so I'm not gonna have you do another one. But you moved to that spot. No problem. You still have your action.
I am going to ready an attack
Yes. Yeah.
to where if anything walks into the doorway, I am going to swing. I don't know how that would work with the reaction as well. I don't know if I would get both, and if that's feel free to rule on that.
You could take the dodge action and then use the enter reach.
Yeah, it would either be that, take the dodge action, or, if you end up killing it in one hit, You still have your. Oh no! Because
Oh.
when you ready
You
an
gotta use
action,
your reaction
it's your
anyway.
reaction. Yeah. So it's-
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that ready any reaction used the action. Then yes, I would take the dodge action.
good decision.
I was thinking that I could use my attack on one person, and if a second person came through, I could use reaction. But like, obviously not hitting the same person twice.
That'd be nice.
But I understand.
And that's exactly what I was about to explain. And as I was explaining it, I was like, wait a second. That's 2 reactions.
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, no, there are 2 of them. Berber, your turn.
I'm going to. I guess I'll look at Chad and Ramon and be like, and then I'm gonna run over here. Take that for what it's worth. I'm gonna run over here, right here,
Barbarians do.
and I'm gonna say, "Oi, your mom smells." And I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna run in because I can't get far enough in there to do anything yet. But
I'm into it. This is
I don't think I can. Actually, I mean, that's up to you. Could I get in there? Or actually, I'll probably stand right here. I'm gonna try to like egg them all on to come at me.
You could move. I think you could move 1 more space down if you wanted to. But
Yeah, but I
that's
want
it.
them to funnel. I want them to come to me, right? I want to egg them all on and be like,
Yeah.
what the
I
hell?
agree. I think
Yeah.
that's a smart decision. You still have an action. You still have a bonus action. Anything that you'd like to do.
I have, I guess for my bonus action, actually I'll hold my bonus action for now. I'm not gonna do anything with that. I'll use my action and I'll take one of my hand axes and throw it at one of them.
All right. Which one?
Oh, doesn't matter.
Top right?
Let's say this one, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That
okay.
is, yeah. Cling, 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 cling. Uh-oh.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, yeah. That's.
Though it was more about egging them to come to me,
Yeah.
right? And getting their
Very
attention
nice.
and hoping they don't notice the 2 other friends over there.
Sure. Okay. So, Jacob, you
Yes.
both rolled a 5.
Next, I'm gonna back up.
I'm gonna leave this up to you. Do you want to go before them, or do you want them to go before you?
I think based on the way everything's kind of unfolding, I'll just pick a square. I'll be up here, but they can go. They'll go before me.
You got it. So, first one pops up into this space. What happens? Anything?
Hey, I'm gonna use my reaction to take a swing at him.
Okay. What do you think?
That's a nat 1. And I
a miss.
don't get to re-roll though.
That is a miss.
No inspiration, get it, come on.
You do have inspiration if you want to use it.
You know what? I'll go ahead and use it. Why not?
That's right, nat 20, here it is.
Josh is like, good.
Ain't no way.
Is that nat 1?
Yes.
Whoa. Wow.
That would have even been a halfling
Oh,
one.
man.
Oh no.
I don't get to re-roll those.
That's wow.
That sucks so much when you.
That's that.
I'm
Oof.
sorry.
No, I mean, listen. I'd rather at this turn. than next
Honestly,
turn.
you should apologize. It's your fault.
Both those dice are going in jail.
Indeed.
Uh,
Please leave in my reach.
yeah.
I'm
Hey.
going after him.
Yeah, go for it. Make your attack.
That's an 18 plus 5, so that's a hit.
That's a hit.
And I actually would get sneak attack on this. Not great. 7 plus 3, so 10 piercing damage.
That's pretty good.
Jacob,
Yeah.
you killed.
Oh. Tried to get away, and it just right through the kidney.
Yep. Yeah, and he just kind of like, as he's running past, you stab him and he just drops to the ground. He's holding on to the stab wound. Blood is coming out. He's out of the fight for sure. That being said, everybody else is able to get to their location, and they're going to start rolling some attacks, one for each of you. So, first one for Lee is going to be
Nope.
a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Second one for Jake is an 11 to hit.
It's a miss.
Third one for Michael is a 12 to hit.
The only hit you've given us is a fucking dex check I failed.
So far.
And I had advantage
Don't
on
jinx
it.
This is what happens when you don't fudge rolls. It's sometimes it doesn't work out.
Crazy.
Okay, yeah, so
Frost.
things didn't work out so well. Back up to the top. It's Chad's turn.
Well, I get to go, right?
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, you decided you were going next. Yeah. I'm sorry. It is Ramon.
Okay. I'll go up to the one right in front of me. 3 plus 5, 8.
That is a miss.
Yep. I will take the disengage action, and I will move up here, here, and use my fancy footwork to get here.
Tell me more about your fancy footwork. Oh no, you're still in range of everything. But you did leave range of one of them.
I use my bonus action to disengage.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well done.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. Back to Chad.
All right.
Very good.
I'm gonna take a swing at the cultist that is between me and Berber.
All right. Yeah.
Is it?
Roll with
Is that
advantage.
with advantage?
Yeah, of course.
Just wanted to give you options, baby.
That is a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Doesn't take much. Do your thing. You got
That
this.
I am rolling ones all day. That is a 4 slashing damage. But then I am going to use my bonus action with Polearm Master to hit him with the butt of the glaive.
All right.
Stupid. So
The what?
good.
Roll advantage on that as well.
You want to hit with the what?
I'm going to hit him with the butt. That is a 12
Buttum.
to hit.
That's exactly it.
Badunk-a-dunk.
I think you're
And-
probably gonna need it. My guess is a 3 or more. I'm not sure
That
what your modifier
is
is.
a 5.
5 total.
5 total.
Exactly what you needed. What was that on the die? Just for my own
2.
curiosity.
I have a
2?
+3.
Nice. Yeah. That one is dead out of the fight. You know, you stab him, it was kind of a glancing wound, but then you flip that glaive around and just knock him on the head and he gets knocked out and dropped on the ground. And one question for you. Were you trying to kill that one or were you trying to just knock him out?
100% killing him.
Okay, good.
There,
you
no mercy.
still have a movement. Would you like to use your movement or are you all finished?
I am all finished. I'm good
Okay.
to stay where I am.
That brings us to Berber.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna hit him.
All right, do you think?
That is a 16.
That's a hit.
That is a 12 damage.
It's dead. Do you have
That's
anything
right.
special that you wanted to happen when you killed it?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my friend. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's Berber's line.
He's just kind of like and then drops to the ground. Now, Berber, you still have a bonus action.
Oh, I'll
Gotta
use
move back.
my. No, never mind.
Save it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
All right.
That's my turn.
It is the cultist's turn. And what the cultist does is disengage and tries to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's its turn.
That's 2 reactions, right?
It
Oh,
disengaged.
disengaged. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Ramonis. He says,
It is Ramon.
"Oh, not so fast." And he takes right off after him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's gonna attack him with his rapier.
Yeah, that's your thing.
And I am actually not trying to kill him, trying to non-lethal.
All right.
7 total.
7 total.
Yep. That's a miss.
To hit. Yeah, that's a miss.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That is a miss. You still have a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm using a rapier, so I can't use my dagger.
Understood. Chad,
No, Chad's gonna kill
the
him.
floor is yours. And you can
Or-
attack it from that space if you want to.
Want to try to intimidate this cultist into surrendering.
Yeah, roll intimidation.
That is a 14.
What do you say?
There is no hope in running. Stand down or lose your head.
Yeah, the cultist drops his scimitar, terrified, puts his hands up, fear very evident in his eyes.
I take out my rope and immediately try to tie his
So-
hands.
If initiative ended,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
run
think
up.
that's fair to say.
Oh no, you don't! And I'm completely oblivious and try to run through their legs and like tackle the guy to the ground.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna try to like behead him with your great axe. I'll take
No. We got 2 people in the way. I'll be like, oh no, you don't! And just like try to wrap his legs or whatnot. But
What do you think Berber should roll to attempt to slide between the legs of Chad Stradamus and Ramon?
I feel like
In order-
acrobatics.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah,
to
why
me.
not?
What do you yeah, go for it.
that's cocked. It could have been a 3 or it could have been a 19, but we're rolling again.
Yeah, definitely roll again.
That's a 19, so 20, baby.
Very nice.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
You slide right in between Chad's legs, slide right in between Ramon and the
Phrasing.
wall, and you tackle the cultist to the ground.
As you know, you don't go nowhere.
And the cultist hits his head on the wall and is knocked out.
There you go.
Cultist.
Took care of that, we did.
Ramon just starts tying his hands and gagging him.
Yeah,
50
very
feet of
easy
rope,
to
yeah.
do so at this point. Now that that Chad has made him stand down and that Berber has knocked him unconscious.
I was low-key hoping I rolled like a 1 and knocked you all over.
He gets up and runs away. Is it evident that Chad is like super hell-bent on killing them? Because you did just warn them, but I just...
No, so it was more of like
I guess
yes, he does want to kill them, but I feel like he recognized that you were not trying to kill, and it did trigger that we need information,
Yeah.
and sometimes leaving people alive dominates harder than killing everybody in the room.
Sometimes. Yeah, I think... All right, so I think this one would be a good candidate to bring back. I know these people...
I agree.
These people are very bad intentions, but information can be more powerful than killing a grunt like this. Let's see. Boy, we gotta... So it's just sleeping quarters, those 2 rooms?
Well,
Josh?
Yeah.
does look
Yep.
like there's a way out though down. I don't know if we wouldn't have seen that yet, would we have? Because we haven't gone into that room.
I think we should
Yeah, you
go
haven't
back
gone
into
into
this
that.
room here. And
Yeah.
maybe just put him on one of the beds.
Can I tie him to something? Like, is there something I can just tie him to that's
Sure.
not gonna move?
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, and as you get into that room, cacophonous whispers echo through this expansive cave.
Okay.
You hear almost like a chanting, and a faint, sickly green light pulses through that opening.
I'm gonna get up to the corner and see if I can take a look around and see if I can learn some more.
Oops. Oops. You see us.
I love how Michael does the sound effects of clanking armor as he takes steps down there. Oh, this does not look
Yeah,
great.
you see there's some sort of runic circle. You hear this chanting.
Ramon just says, I'm gonna go check this out. Stay here. He's gonna sneak up to about here, I guess, to get a better look, unless it becomes evident he's in line of sight somehow. Try and sneak up closer.
Roll stealth.
Yeah. 7 and 7, 14.
All right. Yeah, I mean, with a 14, you personally feel you're very trained at what you do. You feel confident that you're in a pretty good position, as best that you can be in.
Yeah.
And as you get that closer look, you see inside the room an imposing human cultist in sweeping robe stands against the wall chanting. His oily hair is slicked back. His skin is gaunt gray. Carved into the floor before him is a runic circle that pulses with a sickly green light. 2 cultists, one human, one elf, stand inside the circle, heads thrown back and mouths agape. Their leader commands, "Now, release your secrets unto me. Let the truths hidden in your soul come forth and become stronger." As if in response, the cultist silhouettes warp into 2 lanky, shadowy entities.
Uh-huh.
Could we hear that back there or no?
I would say you would hear that. You just wouldn't necessarily see it, but you would hear it.
So 2 of them just kind of had something happen to them, or now there's 5? Maybe I misunderstood you, sorry.
Yeah, so the 2 of them, basically like their essence is like almost like their soul is just ripped from their bodies.
Lovely.
And it's visible. You could see it as like almost like a visceral, like kind of. It's just this awful thing that you could see, you could hear, as their soul becomes separate from their form.
Right.
They're 2 shadowy entities and 2 like floating meat sacks.
Do the meat sacks still look coherent?
They are sacks of meat
Yeah.
floating.
Can I, while he's doing that, be like, well, that didn't sound very good, and like look at Chad and like pull out the scroll? And try to read it?
Oh god.
I will say,
I don't think you actually can, but I'm gonna do my damnedest to try.
yeah, go for it.
What do you want me to do? I'm like, I don't think there's any actual rules for this. Because I just
what do you mean?
flat out to cast the spell from a scroll. Because I'm a barbarian, I don't have any casting. So how do you want to do it?
Oh yeah, like
Technically, you're supposed to have it on your
that.
spell list.
Exactly. I don't have anything I can do it with. It could just do nothing, but I'm just reading it in an attempt to.
Yeah.
And it could, like, I'll read it and I'll do my best. I'll be like, "You're protected now." Just pat him on his,
Roll.
I guess, his knee.
You're trying to do this for yourself or for Chad?
I'm trying to protect Chad.
Roll
I like Berber.
wisdom.
Oh, good. Okay.
Use your
That's pretty good, actually. That's
do you have proficiency in Arcana?
what?
That's just a question. Okay.
Sage barbarian.
I rolled a
Okay.
natural 16. Do with that what you will.
Okay. Other thing I was going to say, roll with disadvantage. I apologize.
All right, well, you're halfway there. You just got to do
Well,
it
I
again.
rolled a natural 6. Do with that what you will.
But what does that come out to you after
Adding
your modifier?
Arcana on it.
No, well, do you have you said a natural 6. Do you have a plus to your wisdom?
My wisdom is a +1, so
No,
Arcana
so
is a
7.
-1 though. So
6 it is.
either way, regardless of what happens, Berber thinks it worked. So
Chad, I want you to roll wisdom with disadvantage as well. We're looking for a total between the 2 of you, 15 or more.
6.
6 plus what was yours, Mike Lee?
No, it's 5
6.
plus 1.
Yeah.
it was
all right.
6.
Just missed.
Yeah.
Just missed.
There
Yeah.
we go, Mr. Chadristomus. You're
Nothing
protected now.
happens.
And I'll just toss the scroll away.
It's still in your hands. Yeah, now it's just a scroll on the ground.
Yep.
And even though I know it did nothing, I say thank you, Berber.
Right. Now, what's Ramon doing? Where you at, buddy?
Ramona's trying to decide if he should throw a dagger at one of those meat sacks. Or what he should do, because he's still up here. He's still doing.
All right, because I'm like looking at Chad and I'm like, right, well, I figure I go in and go ahead.
I am gonna move down so I can see Ramon. I don't know if I need a royal stealth check at this point or not, but
I was just gonna say, well,
Yeah, I don't think
wait,
there's.
why don't you? I'll go in, say, hey, who's up for all this cultist stuff? Distract them, and then while they're looking at me, you all come in and just do your just polearm gravy thing.
I think Ramon just whispers, "Now would be a good time."
All right.
right as I see he's starting to move, I am going to cast Bless on all three of us.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna rage, and I'll be like, all right, who's ready for some cultist stuff? And just start running in.
Everyone
Berber
roll.
turns into Macho Man Randy Savage.
but as I rage, I get like it's weird. I like you just,
Tell me about this.
as I rage, I don't know if you'll even notice it, Chad, but you see like two large like jagged fangs like kind of stick out of my mouth. I'm like, all right, time to get into some cultist shit, and I just run in. Who's ready to do some cult worshiping?
Everyone roll. What the hell is it called?
Initiative.
Thank you.
There's no
17.
way. There's no way they would see the other two, right? Come on.
I got a 9.
Wait, we got Bless. Don't forget Bless.
Oh, I did forget Bless.
That's not an ability check.
Bless is ability checks. It's everything.
No,
Yeah.
it's saving throws and attacks.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is guidance ability checks?
Attack
Is that what I'm
roll,
thinking of?
attack roll or saving throws is what
Okay.
That's
So I have a 17 for Ramon.
17 for Berber.
Oh my
and
god.
a 9 for Chad.
Josh, as a point of reference, as I do this, do I get to here? I move my guy up, but do I get to about here as initiative starts, or would I be further back somewhere?
No. I think it's perfectly okay for you to get to there. As you get to there, the cultist bodies drop lifeless in their shadowy essence. Is all that remains. And the cult fanatic leader person who was here chanting, running these experiments, looks at you and says, "Did you think I didn't hear you?"
Nope, I'm pretty sure I was trying to be heard. If you didn't, you must be hard of hearing.
And
oh boy.
he just says, "No matter, you will die soon."
Well, that's not
goes-
a way to invite people to the cult.
He goes first, and what I need from Berber
Berber.
is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
But you're blessed. You are blessed.
Bless.
You are blessed.
I don't think it'll matter, folks.
It might.
You never know. I mean,
13.
It won't hurt.
with the Bless?
You might be shocked to find this out.
Does it work? Am I
13.
okay?
A 13 saves.
Really? Oh, I
You
thought
are
it was
okay.
14 for sure.
You are okay. All right. Now, being that Ramon and Berber both rolled a 17, who wants to go first?
Berber, I think this is initiated by you. So by all means, take the lead, my friend.
Okay. So I rage. I have 30 feet of move. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead And freaking, I'm gonna make a mad dash for this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm just gonna freaking. I know I can't attack, but I'm considering like I want to dash and like try to grapple him, but I obviously can't do that. But next turn I will be doing that, and that's my
Okay.
action and my movement. Bonus action I don't have. Bonus action. Hey, fucko! That's not very nice. And I'll taunt him.
Well done.
I need a wisdom save from him.
Oh, you need a wisdom save.
I need him to make a wisdom save.
Tit for tat, as they say.
It's not great. I need to find out it's an 8.
I don't have a saving throw number, but I'm gonna guess that an 8 is not good enough.
Yeah. Unless you have a
usually where it
negative
starts.
to your wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he has disadvantage on any attack against anyone other than me.
Very nice. Well done.
All right, so Ramon goes then.
Yes, Ramon goes.
All right, I'm gonna try to engage with this essence here. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the essence, and then I'm going to attack it with my rapier.
Okay.
And
roll an
yeah.
attack.
Oh well, okay, but I am blessed.
You killed my
So
cultist. Prepare to die.
7 plus 5 is 12.
That is exactly what you needed, Jacob.
Nice.
Bless made that happen. Hunter's Mark and sneak attack. Let's go. All right, so that's 10, 12, and 3, 15 piercing damage.
15 piercing damage.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that was a bad one.
Yeah. There's,
That was a lot of almond for 15 piercing damage.
You hit it because it's so close that the Josh wanted to just say, it's fine, but this is, we're gonna get,
the boss
we're
fight.
gonna, yeah. It is barely breathing, Jacob, as you slash through it, stab through it, however that, whatever that looks like. You see like these wisps and shadows kind of like, escape from the wound, but it is still alive.
Yeah, I think I have 2 more squares of movement, but I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Which brings us to the shadows. First one is going to attack Monsieur Ramon. There we go. That is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be 12 necrotic damage.
Oofer doofers.
And I don't think this is going to matter for you so much, but if I hit the next one, it will matter. And the strength score of Ramon
Ooh.
will go down by 1.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And now, the next one is going after Berber. And we have an 18 to hit.
Yep.
This will be 14 necrotic damage.
Nah, not a problem.
And your strength will also go down by 1.
Fuck. Okay.
And the floor is Chad's.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to go ahead and take a swing at the essence that's in front of Ramon.
Yeah, go for it.
And that is a 16 to hit.
Yep. Roll damage.
That is 8 slashing damage.
There is like a as this thing
I wasn't ready for that.
dissipates. I had to turn off crisp and echo cancellation to make that
Say that
happen.
one worked. Yeah.
And the essence or shadow, whatever we want to call it, disappears in a dark greenish kind of like when you put out a candle and there's just a little bit of smoke that comes up. That's what it's like. But it's now gone. You still have a bonus action.
I mean, unless I was gonna go and hit Ramon, which I,
Please don't.
I'm good.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
No, I'm good.
I want to tell you how to play your character.
Everybody loves Ramon.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That brings us back to the fanatic, who's going to attack Berber with inflict wounds at 2nd level, which will be
It'll be painful, that will.
it will be an 18 to hit.
Fuck yeah, that hits me. You kidding?
4d10.
Berber might be down, boys.
Yeah.
That's a level. Inflict
Josh is
wound to
about to
level
kill
2.
Berber.
I'm probably, I'm done,
Josh-
so.
I think it's 4d10 if I know my.
I think so. I think it's 4d10. There's no way in hell I live this.
22 on average.
So we got 25 necrotic damage.
Oh no.
Are you dead? Like, were you massive damage dead?
No, I was at 14, so I'm.
You're just down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just down.
Okay. All right. Berber.
Berber's, he's running. It's like, oi, that's right, fucking rude. It is. As he's running, and the guy lifts his hand, and Berber's falls down.
Drops to the ground unconscious. The cult fanatic moves over and say, "This will come. This is the fate of all of you." And from there, it's Ramon.
All right. Ramon sees his friend go down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wrote your name first because you were the first person to tell me that you rolled a 17. Berber also rolled a 17. He went first last time, so why don't you roll a death save for me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a 9
Alright.
plus my con bonus, right?
Yeah, that's that.
Con
You good?
save.
That's one pass. Right? Huh?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't think you add the con bonus. I think it's just a fail.
Oh, you don't add the
I
con
don't.
bonus?
I don't know. It's
I
yeah.
don't believe so. But
I'll double check. Continue.
All right, fair enough.
all right.
He either has one pass or one fail. We'll find out soon.
We'll find out next time.
Yeah,
Ramon,
exactly.
Ramon sees his friend drop, and he sees magic. He sees dark magic. He charges forward, has his rapier drawn. That's 5 squares of movement. And goes, "Hello, my name is Ramon Encarnacion. You killed my friend. Prepare to die." And he attacks.
And I also want to mention to you that you now also have you also have whatever the hell that's
Inspiration.
called.
Yeah.
Inspiration. Thank you. This is like an hour, well over an hour past my bedtime.
All right, 15 plus 5, 20 to hit.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
Oh, can I use my bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh wait, I need to have concentration check because I took damage.
Yep,
16 plus, I was good. Okay.
all good.
Okay. That's
You got
pretty
the
good
Dovahkiin
damage
theme,
roll.
too.
17 plus 3, 20 piercing damage.
20 piercing damage.
Oh.
Wow, it's a lot of damage, Jacob.
Ace.
He's still up, but that was a hard hit, and he's as you stab
You will
him.
not escape this day.
He looks at you with hatred in his eyes.
That's all I got. That's all.
All right, that brings us to
Quick question.
Yes.
So, a death saving throw is a saving throw? Because bless.
It does. Less does
Oh.
apply to that, which
Yeah.
you get a minimum
Which
of
means,
1. Yes.
Yeah, so it's an auto.
There
Yeah.
we go. Okay.
Well done.
But your con is not added to it. Just
Yeah, that's what I was double
Correct.
checking. Yeah.
Correct.
Next essence,
I'm
going
getting
after
flanked, boys.
Ramon.
Yep.
That is it's an 18 without the modifier. So
Hey.
That beats my 14 armor class.
yeah. That will be another 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And your strength will drop by another 2 points.
Oof.
2 more points.
2 more points.
Oh, okay.
Noodle arms.
Yeah. My
Um,
-3 modifier now.
and Chad Stradamus.
3. Yikes.
Yeah, I have a strength
Chad.
of 5 at the moment.
It's now Chad's turn.
All right.
Chadman.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You
6.
full arm. You can get everyone from so far.
But
Yeah, he can heal you. He can attack both
that
of them.
actually, I do take this back. I am actually going to be up here,
Yeah, you gotta get that reaction.
and
I'll follow suit. I'll follow suit.
and I am going to reach over, and I am going to use my action to lay on hands, Mr. Berber.
Hey.
Well done.
And I am going to use all of my lay on. Actually, I take it back. I am going to use.
Hey, you might need
No,
one
no,
soon.
no. I'm going to use all
Oh,
of it.
Oh no.
I'm going to use all of it.
Well done.
All 15 points
Hey, okay.
of health is just going to pour into your body.
How many hands? 15.
15 hands.
Okay.
That's
Every of the hands.
15 palm trigon.
Are they clammy hands or are they like?
So
And-
clammy.
And
Like,
Berber.
it's literally the coldness of my hand and the clamminess of it that shocks you awake.
Oi! Oh, that's unpleasant. It is.
And yeah, Berber, life is back in your lungs, and you are alive. Chad, is that your full turn?
Yes.
Alrighty then. With that being said, Jake, did you make a concentration check for that second attack that was made against you?
I'm sorry, I did not.
Don't forget you do a bless for that.
Natural 18.
Very nice. That being said, one more inflict wounds at second level
Oh no!
Boys, this one actually might take Ramon down now.
on Ramon. Not a great roll. Does a 14 hit?
14 just hits.
Just
no.
hits. Okay.
Wait! You have inspiration.
Oh, can I use it to make him reroll? Is it like luck? I thought it was just when I do something.
I don't think we normally do that, but let's do that
Oh,
if
okay.
you want to.
I don't actually know. I
Unless he
don't know.
crits, it can't get worse. Yeah. If you're gonna let me, I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna reroll.
And that 20.
Here it comes.
15.
Nah.
Same result.
Okay. We have 20 points of necrotic damage
All
for
right.
Ramon.
I'm gonna see if I forget the exact rules for instant death.
If
But he's
it's
definitely at
don't.
least down.
Yeah, you're down. That's
Yeah, you
don't
can-
worry
you can
about instant
continue.
death. So Ramon is down, and it is Berber's turn.
I
I
really wish I had some way to help. I really don't.
How about just for third level housekeeping's sake, one of you has a healing potion. I'm gonna roll a d4, 1, 2, 3, top to bottom to decide. Oh, go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, you can rule differently if you want to. I would say as a paladin, I would not have it. But if you still want to roll for all three of us, that's fine.
Well, I rolled a 2 anyway on my d4, which means Berber has the healing potion.
Okay, so
But does he know what to do with it? I don't know.
Which end does this go into?
I just shove the glass
Like a
bottle
thermometer.
into his mouth and like make him chew it. Just- yeah, okay. So
It's a suppository healing potion.
same thing. The clammy hand wakes you up. The surprise wakes you up.
That's an analgesic cream. Anyways,
Okay. So, giving someone a healing potion is going to be a full action. Can
Attack!
Huh?
Attack.
I don't think I wanna. Is
Fair
it
enough.
possible?
Do it.
Is it possible to like give him the healing potion and just like yeet him? Is that possible? Or is that too much?
I was like, I'm awake, I'm on down, dead again.
It would be an action to feed it
toss
to
him?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
to give him the healing potion.
Toss me.
Yeah, so I can't toss him then. That's what I'm asking.
Can you? Oh,
I'm asking, can I like give him a potion and then toss him?
He wants to keep me safe.
Yeah.
And
And then that's like my turn. That's what I would love to do. Okay,
You
I'm
can
gonna
certainly
do my
try.
best. I'm gonna try so hard. Yeah. Okay, so I'll run up. I'll give him his potion and be like, "Rockabye, Ramon, get the fuck up," and then I will just pick him up and just toss him if I can. Like, preferably behind our good friend Chad.
Okay. Roll strength.
I really hope that -1 doesn't come to bite me in the ass. I'm not raging. I fucking fell unconscious. I'm not raging. That's only a 7, but I'm gonna use an inspiration because why not? Why not? Why wouldn't I? That's the same fucking number. That's an 8. I rolled an 8.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say like you really only get him like this far. Not very effective, but he didn't get hurt. So.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to make that a difference. Limited use. No. Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry, friend.
It's a thought that counts, brother.
That being said, it's good timing because it is Jake's turn,
Okay, so
and he gets his turn.
do I get the full, like, are we using our house rules? Or because he tried to do more with it, we're rolling?
Yeah, you're rolling.
Yeah, okay. 2d4 plus 2. 6. Alright, so I have been tossed.
Toss.
Yeah. Actually went on OBS to try and move me. Hold on.
I keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to... We gotta go after this guy. It's going to take more than that to take out Ramon and Carnacion. And he's going to use his bonus action to disengage, get into flanking for advantage, and going after this nerd.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Wow. Natural 20.
My name is Ramon Encarnacion. You almost killed me and my friend.
2d8 plus 4d6 plus 3. Let's go.
That's fantastic.
No, that's D&D.
10, yeah. So 22 plus 3, so 25 piercing damage.
That's it.
Jake, what does it look like when Ramon comes back from the dead, gives
So,
his
yeah.
speech,
So
and
this
does
is
this?
this is like for full fun. So Berber gets the potion down my throat, and as he tosses me, I kind of land gracefully on my feet because I'm awake at that point. I'm going to run up to the side that looks like a pillar or something like that, and then do this almost like if I'm a running back with a spin move coming around. And the cult is just looking at Berber, and the next thing Berber sees is his Ramon's rapier come right through his Adam's apple. Just pull him off, and he just kicks him forward, face down.
Yeah. Yeah, and he drops to his knees and blood is just pouring out. He's holding on. And that's your action, your movement, and your bonus action.
That's all, yeah.
I like to call that move the Berber bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye, Berber.
So, as the cult fanatic drops to the ground, this essence attempts to move over and attack either Bulber or Chad Stradamus. But as that happens, this runic circle suddenly hisses and flashes with lurid light as if being extinguished. The glow of the runes dim as the shadowy smoke rises from the carvings. The essence itself is sucked in to whatever's happening in there. The smoke gathers at the center of the table, where it coalesces into an apparition of an emaciated skull with one glowing green eye. The apparition speaks in a hissing baritone. Good news, Alia. Though your efforts have been disappointing, you have brought me new points of interest. The apparition swivels to look at each of you in turn. Yes, there is great potential here. May we meet again. But until then, I have my eye on you. The apparition then explodes into streaks of shadow, passing through each of you with a whispered scream before vanishing. Right before this vision leaves, it says, great potential, but I only need 2. And Chad Stradamus, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's
What-
not good.
What is it for? Is it for a charmed or frightened condition?
It is for a charmed condition.
Okay, because I have advantage on it, so that's why.
Okay.
Oh, it don't fucking matter, but good luck, mate.
It might.
He's still blessed.
He is still
But,
blessed.
Still blessed.
So that is a 19.
That's
19.
I mean, I did get a 4 on my bless, so that helped.
good enough.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you,
Yeah, I think so.
Michael. Unfortunately, Chad does not make Vecna's save as he casts Dominate Person and commands Chad to attack his friends until one of them are dead.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
So, do you want me to play this like they were an enemy?
I want you to play this like the 2 of your friends are an enemy, and it is it's actually your turn anyway, because Jake just finished his turn.
before he does anything, I just want to say, well, that don't make much sense. We got 3.
Is it the Chad? It's the Chad.
I
Just happy he's out of spell slots.
Yes.
am
Oh
I
my god. You're right.
am I out of spell slots?
I mean, you smote. Yeah.
And how many spells did I cast?
You bless. You cast bless.
You used bless and a smite.
You used 2, right? Wait,
And how
level
many
3.
spells
Wait, he
left?
has another one. Wait, he has
So
level 2.
I am going to attack Berber.
I'm so fucked.
You are.
Oh man.
That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Of course, no, it doesn't hit.
Actually, that's even without bless. Hold on just a second.
Why would that hit?
20. Dirty 20.
Why would that hit? I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I am going to smite and use my last and third spell slot.
Oh.
Oh, that is 20 damage. 10 slashing, 10 radiant.
You
Not
just
like
healed
this.
me. You
Not
just
like
healed
this.
me.
Not like this.
Yeah. So, okay. As you smite me from existence, I'm like, wait a minute. I look at Ramon. I look at me, and I look up at you. And my eyes just open like, oh god! And as you just smite me, the last thing you see is me realizing I can count to 3, looking up at you like, look at what I just did! My face turns to the realization, oh, and I'm gone.
I mean, you are just down. You're not dead. I don't know if that counts.
That's
or
fair.
Not.
Fair.
Oh, well.
But, yeah. The only one of us who didn't get hit or take damage.
Yeah.
Against the one who has 6 hit points.
Oh yeah. No, I'm in big trouble.
What are the insta kill rules? Did we hit that threshold?
Remaining
No.
has to go over your max.
Okay.
The damage threshold, yeah.
Okay. Well, then, Michael, if your command was to kill them, you still have a bonus action.
Then I'm going to take a step forward.
Yep.
And I'm going to use. Actually, no.
To kill one of the two of them. Just
Yeah, I'm just going to take a step forward, and I am going to use my bonus action to attack him.
That's a critical hit.
yeah, it's an auto crit.
Okay.
But you gotta hit. You gotta roll the hit still.
Yes.
Okay.
Somehow you could miss.
22 to hit.
Yep.
Nope, doesn't hit. Misses entirely.
Cast unconscious shield.
I mean, that's 2 failures
That
immediately.
is 8 damage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean,
And I will end my turn there.
my turn's after his.
Yeah,
So I might just
so-
bleed out here.
Yeah, roll a death save. If you fail, your character
That's
has
caught.
died.
You're
That
still
was
blessed.
cocked between a 1 and a 19.
You're still blessed, right? You're still concentrating on blessed.
I guess
Is it- are
even though I am bad, I still have bless up. So
3.
You're dead.
So even with bless,
That's
you're
a natural
dead.
3. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
Oh my god.
you know, this is only the second time in a D&D game that I've had a player character die.
Ah, but the first time by your own hand.
Yeah, first
I
time
just-
with my own hand, but for
Oh,
sure.
Man.
The last thing you see in your eyes is me like having that realization of I've done this. Look how be proud of me, friends. Oh no, I'm dead.
I do have a question. As
Yes.
soon as he dies, does the charm over me go away because I completed the
Yeah. As soon
commandment?
as Berber dies, you hear. Well done. I will see you soon. And you are now back to your senses. You know that while Berber died from your hand, it wasn't your doing. Ramon heard all of that too. And there's an eerie silence throughout the cave as Berber's body lays lifeless, blood beginning to pool beneath him.
I would literally just collapse to my knees, honestly. Like,
Yeah. I think Ramona's he's just in shock. He's like, can you heal him?
he's gone.
He takes his hat off, puts it across his heart.
I couldn't stop myself.
I know, my friend. They call him the Undying, the Whispered. He is pure evil.
I used every ounce of everything I had. Wasn't enough. I even had the power of the gods.
He too is a god. It is. Oh, Berber.
unless there's anything else the two of you wanted to say.
No.
Our one shot, the nest of the Eldritch Eye, comes to a close. That got kind of crazy. And here's the fun thing. We've only just begun. We're going to be playing an entire campaign. Vecna, whatever the heck it's called. It's the Vecna adventure.
Eve of Rune.
Yeah.
Eve of Ruin. Thank you. You're going to be able to see all of these faces, and I think we'll probably bring in some guests every now and then too, depending on what's going on. It's a really cool adventure. It spans the whole multiverse. We'll be doing that soon. Stay tuned. Check out whatever video is popping up on the screen, and make sure you check out Lee, because damn it, Berber deserves it.
Yes. Subscribe
deserves
to
it.
ThisCrits for Berber. Do it for Berber.
Do it for Berber.
You know what? I gotta say, it is a poetic end because that is what the epitome of the Berber bye-bye.